I'm gonna try to have the stream on today. Not that I'll be paying attention to it, but there we go. Oh, cool. Now I hear myself. There. All right. I'm gonna just jump right into the recap from last time. It's a little bit lengthy, but here we go. So in the winery, once the spell that was holding the frenzied druid had faded, and he noticed that the group was in possession of his black staff, he started to squirm around in anger. Ragnar grabbed the druid and easily lifted him off the ground in his massive arms. In common, although still tied up, the druid continued to threaten the group, stating that his friends would come back for his staff and that they had the support of the Dark Lord. The ravens are dead or on the run. This is our winery now. We are the druids of Yester Hill. Spargle threatened him back, stating that he would burn the staff if the druid didn't tell them what they were after. Ragnar continued to scream at the druid, now impatient with the lack of information. This seemed to break him a bit, who then shifted his tactics to pleading for the staff. He said he would leave the winery in peace if they would simply return it to him. Then, seeing that the group wasn't going to nudge, he suddenly started screaming at the top of his lungs in his strange druidic tongue. Thornton was fed up with the back and forth and grabbed the stick and promptly smashed the tied-up druid right in the face with his own staff, knocking out several of his teeth. This did not stop the screaming, though, perhaps just quieted him a bit. Dazed, he continued to try to yell for help. Thornton, not breaking his angry stare, scooped the teeth up off the ground and promptly swallowed them, dirt and all. Ragnar gagged the druid, being annoyed by the incessant yelling. At this, the druid finally seemed to lose the last of his fight. Deckard even tried threatening the man's life. But he said back, "Do what you wish of me. If you destroy that staff, you will face consequences." Ragnar then tossed the druid in the back of the wagon and re-gagged him. Without warning, Deckard shot a flaming bolt at the druid, sticking it right in his shoulder. And the group noticed that a strange arcane symbol briefly burned around where the bolt had stuck and then faded. Then, strangely, he untied the druid and allowed him to leave. The confused and beaten man did not know what to do, and so feebly reached out for the staff again. Spargle made a motion with his hands and threatened to torch the staff, but the druid was smart enough to realize he was defeated and began a slow retreat. As the druid walked away, he started to mutter a spell under his breath, so Ragnar tried to sweep his legs out from under him. Spargle cast Tasha's hideous laughter on him, which caused him to start laughing like crazy and rolling around on the ground. Alaric really just wanted to kill this guy, but Deckard quickly explained that he had branded him to track him, so he stayed his hand. Thornton said, "Okay, Giggles," and then jammed the black staff in the ground in front of the druid, who just continued to laugh uncontrollably. Deckard tied him up again, expertly. Annoyed by the laughing, Thornton decided to rip his ear off with his teeth, which came off clean and was now dangling out of the dwarf's mouth. The laughter abruptly stopped, and he looked completely defeated, barely able to stand. At that, Spargle lit the black staff on fire, which burst into flames and very quickly burned as it crumbled into a pile of ash on the ground. Oh, hi, Amber. Steve put it on your video. Immediately, everyone heard a massive, inhuman scream that emanated in all directions, and then a series of loud popping and crunching noises throughout the complex. The druid, while still breathing, went still, almost catatonic. The group tied him up in the corner of the building, and Ragnar, now feeling bad, finally, for the severely tortured man, offered him a drink of water. He didn't seem to be going anywhere in his condition and was securely tied up. But to be safe, Alaric guarded him, arms crossed, and looming over the severely beaten man. Thornton then explored the large room with the fermenting vats as he noticed several ravens up in the balcony. They seemed to be encircling the westernmost vat, where Thornton noticed a crazed woman pouring thick liquid into the wine. They also noticed the room was full of dead plant material strewn about the easternmost cask. Once the woman noticed Thornton, she became startled, and then the ravens immediately swarmed her. Knocking her from the balcony, she landed face first on the wood floor below with a loud thunk. Thornton then cast Hold Person on the woman, which paralyzed her completely. They then tied her up as well.
This is just getting worse and worse the more you talk.
The,
Doesn't sound good when
It's
you
not.
no.
we sound like the bad guys.
The dwarf. Oh, it gets better. The dwarf's big, meaty fingers fumbled with the rope, but managed to fashion what at least looked like a knot. Deckard, who was supervising the work, noticed the knot was not effective at all and covertly fixed the shoddy workmanship. As he walked away, the dwarf proudly stated, we hope menders are known for our very good knots. Thoradin then tested, there was more to that, which was funny, but Thoradin then tested the remnants of the vial and immediately confirmed that it was a potent poison. Spargle conversed with the birds on the ledge and got a positive response back. They were appreciative of the group and furious at the invading druids and plant creatures. Thoradin tested a bit of each large vat of wine to see what else might have been spoiled and found that they were all poisoned. Spargle checked with the ravens, who also confirmed that the woman had poured the same liquid into each of them. As Deckard guarded the lady, Thoradin led an exploration through the rest of the building. They found a storage room with some barrels, called a Cooper room, you dummies. Then they that was the weirdest thing. Then they found a bedroom with a large, heavily guarded chest. They worked the lock with a mix of finesse, magic, and might. Deckard tried to pick the lock to no avail. Spargle tried freezing the lock. Thoradin smashed the chest but didn't manage to crack it open. Ragnar then decided to take a swing as well. Eventually, they got the chest open and found a huge pile of coins. They searched the room further and found a shipping manifest in the desk. Several of the recent ship to locations were listed as BV, BW, K, and Vistani. It also made mention of another vintage that they hadn't heard before, Champagne du Lestamp. Thoradin took the large ledger to study later. After searching the bed, he also found a loose bedpost, which revealed a key. It was at this point that the dungeon master wondered if they had done these things in reverse order, the barbarian might still be awake. They also found some other bedrooms with some kids' toys, one of a horse with the name Bucephalus carved into it, and the familiar Blinsky toy motto engraved in the bottom, which they left behind. In another room, they found a pile of exploded vines and a printing press that seemed to be used to make wine labels. Alaric, wanting to regroup with everyone, threw the druid over his shoulder and ran up the stairs. Deckard, not wanting to carry around his prisoner, stuffed the woman in a barrel and fastened it shut. At that, 3 of the ravens floated down from the rafters and landed on top of the barrel. One seemed to nod at Deckard. Eventually, the group found stairs that led further down below ground level, the temperature dropping sharply as they descended. Most of the wine cellar was empty, with just a few broken bottles. But on the far side of the room, they found several corked bottles intact, a few Purple Grape Mash No. 3, and 40 bottles of Red Dragon Crush. All over the room were piles of more plant material scattered about. Ragnar punted one of the plant creature's heads across the room as it exploded against the far wall. Deckard grabbed a few empty bottles of wine, as well as a few corked bottles of Red Dragon Crush, and stuffed them in his pack. And Spargle grabbed some Red Dragon Crush as well. As the party started to leave the cellar, Spargle noted a hidden mechanism on the cold north wall. And I will take us back to the winery. And Adam, you're going to want to scroll down towards the bottom. That's the cellar floor there.
Hey guys, this cold wall here. You guys feel this cold wall? There seems to be like a lever or something. Is that what it is? It seem like it's a what kind of mechanism does this thing look like?
Yeah, you were like kind of running your hands along the wall like a kid does as he's walking literally anywhere, and your hand like kind of went like caught a little notch in there, and then you noticed that you could stick your finger in the notch maybe. And the wall is exceptionally cold for what it's worth.
Being sort of curious as I am, I will go ahead and investigate it.
Yeah, get your finger in there. Go ahead.
Okay. And when you do that, you click. You hear a little click, and the wall the door opens. There's a secret door there, and it kind of leads further into a little hallway.
Is that is this right? Is this right here, Dan? Is that right? That's what I'm looking at.
Did I reveal it?
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm on the wrong-
like a little
I'm
sliver.
sorry.
A little sliver, yeah.
I got it. Okay.
Oh, and before I forget, I'm the recap that we just went through is all up on that Obsidian portal, as well as I think I messaged you guys earlier. I'm going backwards, so I'm going, most current session I'm putting in Obsidian portal, and then I'm also going back session. So I have our old session 25, which is when you guys first found the windmill. So that's out there too.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah. So the one, let's see.
What
R.I.P.
happened
Blackman.
there?
So session 34, I called Retaking the Winery. I said, and the subtitle is, would you like some teeth with your wine? And then old session 25 is Bats and Ravens and Strahd, if you remember that.
What's
Bats
the death
and
of
Ravens
Blackwood?
and
Is
Strahd.
that 26, 27?
And the subtitle on that one was, hey guys, fuck that bird up there, right? Yeah, I want to say session 27 was where Blackwind checked out. Yeah,
That was drawn out.
we don't go
combat.
really fast at anything.
Yeah.
All right. So I shared all that stuff, I think. So
All right, so Spargo put his finger in the hole, and then the door opened the door to a pathway, right?
yep, to a
Did
little
we hear
hallway.
that? Did we all hear that? Like,
I mentioned that just hey, look at this, guys. There's this cold wall. And then when I click it open, I'll be like, oh, hey, secret space.
oh, maybe there's food or treasure in there that we can get and explore and take.
And Spargo, it takes some effort to push open the secret door, and you are greeted by a blast of cold air. A dark tunnel stretches for 15 feet, ending at an archway beyond which lies a shallow cave.
Really cold down this way, though.
Did I ever cast Sense Undead? Wait, is that what it's called?
You cast Divine Sense, and it was clear.
All right.
Something weird
Spargo,
about,
let's go take a look. Sorry, Will, go ahead.
there's something weird about this basement, fellas. Kind of freaking me out.
I kind of like the cold. It makes me feel good. All right, so I'm gonna.
I think we got to check it out.
Yeah, I'm interested. I'm very curious. Dwarves are very curious, especially underground holes and caves and all
Did
that
we
kind
look
of.
at Amber?
She just might have turned her video off. She just turned her video off. She's good. She's still here though. So I want to go. I want to go in there. I want to take a walk.
I'll follow you.
The further you get down this tunnel, the colder it gets. And Thoradin, with your eyes and kind of being good in subterranean sort of area, you notice that the beyond it is a natural sort of rock formation, sort of cavern, a shallow one. And as you get a little bit closer, you see that the wall is coated in a brown mold.
What do I smell?
It smells musty, basement-like musty. The air is so crisp when you breathe in. It's like stepping outside on a cold winter day at this point.
Does the
Very
cold
drafty.
seem to be-
All right.
Does the cold seem to be emanating from the mold?
Yes.
So it's cold mold.
Cold mold.
I want to keep going in. Don't get me
Big league.
started. Don't.
Follow you, Jordan. I'm on your heel.
Yeah, I like the cold. I like the smell. It reminds me of a dwarven autumn in the hills. I'd like to keep going.
I'll follow you in.
You guys get a little bit further, and you see that this is about all that's in there. It's just as it opens up, it's just a lot of brown mold, and it kind of goes left and right, almost along the walls of the cellar, which makes you think that maybe this is how they keep it cool. It's almost like a natural sort of refrigerant. At this moment, Deckard, you're kind of standing there. You're still packing some of the bottles. You're looking for the best, cleanest, best cork, sort of Red Dragon Crush that you could find out of the rack there, and you're putting them, carefully in a little bit of padding in your backpack. You suddenly hear a boom, 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 banging, like someone's banging on a door right behind you, and it actually kind of startles you.
Right behind me. Dan, can you hire some programmers for Roll20 to fix their crap?
I wish I could.
Like, why doesn't this... It's so slow on an iPad. Hang on.
Oh, is it?
Like, if I tab back to D&D Beyond, it... All right.
I mean, there is a door behind you. You guys hadn't checked out that door before.
Got it. There's a door behind me.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Is that this right here?
So, like,
Yeah.
opposite... Okay, cool. So I hear a banging.
Yep.
So Deckard shoots up, turns around. What in the Sam hell is a hill? What in the hell is going on? And I ready a crossbow. And like, what do I see? Is the door like in a budge? Is it like?
No, it's just like bang, 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 and then you realize that there's a bar on this side of the door. Not a heavy one, but it's just that's how it's secured. It's just
Okay.
got two brackets and a bar. And somebody's banging on it.
Deckard walks up to the door and can I see under it at all? Is there like a crack between the floor and the door?
Nope, it's pretty tight.
Say, who's in there? Who the hell is that?
You hear like an out of breath voice, and he says, "It's Davian. Open up, quick! It's urgent."
Who?
Davian.
Davian.
We left him by the trees.
I don't know who the hell Davian is. Why would I open this door? Why are you locking that door?
He says, "Please, hurry! It's important."
Wait,
I don't
Sal,
know
you
how
said we
important
know
it is.
him?
Clearly, someone locked you in that door. Why are you locking
Gordon,
it?
let's go see what Deckard's doing.
Do we hear this? Oh, DM?
Yeah, you're only 30 feet away, so you heard the boom, 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 and now you hear Deckard yelling about Sam Hell. You would tell me. You still have your severely tortured druid over your shoulder, by the way, gagged, and his face, his teeth fall out every few minutes. Yeah, you guys didn't want to leave him behind, so he was, you're a big dude and he's not, so you were just toting him around because you were sick of watching him. Yeah. All right. And
Deckard, what did he
Ragnar?
say his name was?
Davian. He says, "Davian, guys, open up."
And so, is everybody back in the room with me now?
I suppose we heard you said we did hear you.
Yeah, I mean,
Isn't-
I'm not like being coy about it. Like,
Isn't
Okay.
Davian the name of the guy we left in the trees?
Yes.
I
How could he
don't,
be here?
I don't have a very good memory, fellas. I don't have much charisma. I don't remember names.
Lads, I think they're trying to trick us.
Well, if we get the door, we better be ready then.
I say we get our weapons ready and we open that door and bash the skulls in of whoever comes through.
Either Davian in the trees was an imposter, or there's something behind this door we don't want to deal with.
So there was a copse of trees as you guys came into the winery where Davian and his whole family were kind of hiding. And that's where you left Irina with their family as you guys came in. He's the owner of the winery, and he's the guy that sent you in here.
The older gentleman, right?
The older gentleman. Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So,
I
get
let
ready
him
for
in,
this
fuck
door,
it.
kids.
Right. Let me move.
All right,
I'll
let's
in
get some placement
position.
going. Hold on.
Yeah, he's banging on a door on the other
Bolt
side.
door.
What the hell? What? I don't know where the hell does this door go, man? I don't.
Might as well try.
Deckard, you need to stop being such a pansy.
All right, well, I'll open a damn door then. Thorn, you better be ready to hack. away
I am so ready, brother. I am so ready.
All right, you can wrestle it to the ground. Whatever comes through this door, you're just gonna wrestle it up. All right.
Hell yeah,
Right.
brother. Let's do it.
We're like
I'm not messing with
holding
this.
an action, ready to attack if it's anybody other than.
Why don't we throw the body at the door?
Put him
Maybe
in-
as like a battering ram?
Put him in a barrel.
Yeah, remember Deckard marked him, and then we're going to just set him free?
We're gonna follow where he goes, and we didn't want him to go kill the people in the trees.
Hey Dan, there's
Once
there's
we
nothing
figure-
unveiled here. Is that basically where it ends, right there?
Yeah, let me do it. I didn't clear it up well enough, so
Oh, that looks really interesting.
Oh, just like a little natural cavern. That's how they keep it cold.
Interesting.
All right, let's crack the door open.
Well, before
All right,
that,
all right, I'm gonna open it. You're
we need a
all
Lark,
gonna
though.
open it, all right. So
Well, Lark, he's good. He's got the guy.
he's gonna fight with and
so I
the guy.
start going.
No, because if a Lark has to, he'll use that guy as a weapon. He'll just
Okay, fair
whirlwind.
enough. That's
He'll
fine.
whirlwind with him, you know. Woo, woo, woo.
Okay, I could work with that.
All right, I start pulling up the bar and open the door.
okay. You open the door and hold on, let me.
Oh, I hope
It's
it's
just
not Kate Cole.
just a reminder since it's been a
Oh.
while.
Is-
so
does
you
he have
see-
leprosy?
You see Davian again. He comes. He kind of stumbles in and he looks around at all you and he looks kind of flustered and he says, "My friends, I'm so sorry. It was I who was guarding the druid woman. I know this doesn't make sense, but the woman you had hid in the barrel." And he's looking at you, Deckard. He goes, "I was watching her for you." Says, I was rushed by a number of the other evil druids when you guys came down here and they freed her. I just couldn't hold them. I couldn't hold them off.
How the hell did you know I put her in a barrel?
Ooh,
Well,
good question. Ooh.
I'll explain. I was there.
Are you one of the Ravens?
He looks at you, Sparkle, and he says, yes, but yes, I have a lot to explain. I haven't been completely forthright with you all. I didn't know if I could trust you. The scout that we sent to confirm your good intentions never returned. But I think that your actions here convince us that you're on our side. I have not told you everything about these recent attacks on our winery. The druids that you've exterminated from our home stole a very valuable magic gem from here. That very gem allows us to grow healthy grapes in such cursed soil.
Where? You know where they took it?
He says, "Yes, that's where I have quite bad news, and I'm so sorry." He says, "My fool son Elver, who you met earlier, and your lady friend, thinking that they were helping, followed the druids that escaped south as they fled towards Yester Hill. That is a most evil place that even I cannot go near. They took the horses from the stable and they left mere moments ago, and I fear for their lives."
So, Davian, how did you get down here behind this locked door and manage to get past us without us noticing?
He looks around. He says, "Those." He points behind him. He goes, Those are just stairs back up to the main room where you had the lady in the barrel."
Can we see in that room?
Yeah, well, you can see. From
There's
where
a
your angle is
doorway.
now that the door's open, you can kind of see that is a staircase, and just
Yeah.
sort of your general spatial awareness would tell you that likely goes back up to a place that you hadn't. There's just another way down to the
Right
cellar.
there. Yeah, right there.
Okay.
I'm pinging it. Yeah.
Does anyone want to? I mean, I'm. How genuine does this guy seem?
I think it's half and half. I think some of the things he says are true, but I think he might be like kind of exaggerating or embellishing a little bit. But
It's a bit of a work.
yeah, I think he's kind of on the up and up though.
Deckard, you can make an insight check if you want.
Yeah, hell yeah, brother, do it.
Hey, Will, I totally trust you to roll real dice. If you're dicking with an iPad and stuff and want to just grab
I got
your
it.
dice tonight,
I
okay.
can do it.
I know it's a pain in the ass with roll 20. There you go.
So, what's my modifier? It doesn't matter. It's under 10, I'm sure. Yeah, 6.
Yeah, you as far as you could tell, you think he's being he is very concerned and very genuine about everything he's saying.
Can I put him in a headlock?
Mm-hmm.
He's kind of old. I feel like his fucking head will pop right off.
Yeah, I don't think he'll survive that.
Can I bite him? Should I bite him? No, he looks ill. He's looking rather pallid. I don't want to bite him.
So, what was back in this moldy room? Was there anything back there?
Smargle's the
There
magic.
was, there was
guy.
just brown. Yeah, they looked through it, and it was just a room with brown mold that's used to kind of keep the basement.
What does
cellar
Spargle
cold.
think of that? Because he felt uneasy about it.
I'm gonna run in there and grab a vial and scrape a little bit of that mold into a vial.
Yeah, I'd like to lick some of the mold. May I do that?
Yep.
All right. So Thorin is enticed by the mold. He
I'm
says,
fascinated by it as well, but not enough to lick it.
"He says that mold. That smells like
Okay.
dwarven mold."
As
Make
it goes-
All right, Floridan, make a Constitution savings throw as you
Oh,
get
shit.
close to the.
Deckard
Fucked
looks at
up.
Ragnar and says, Ragnar, is there such a thing as dwarven mold?
Oh, there's all sorts of dwarven mold. That's how we make our fine cheeses.
Oh my god.
All right, here we go. 11. I'd probably make Dan have to look up shit. That's
die.
No, I already had it looked up.
She's like, I knew you were gonna eat the mold. I already had it looked up.
You as you approach it, you like the cold as you get closer and closer suddenly just becomes overwhelming. Like it's like I don't know, like you're just like it's permafrost almost, and you take 23 cold damage.
Ooh.
Oh, curiosity killed the cat, right?
Hey Dan, does it seem like to me like this is arcane, or is it more natural?
Make an Arcana or a Nature check, whatever you are more.
Arcana, because that's more my thing. Unless I don't care which one you want me to do.
No, really, it's kind of whether you're checking out if it's magical.
I would a 10.
You know that it's not magical.
not magical. Okay.
Correct.
Then am I going to, as I approach it, I'm interested in taking one of my vials and taking a small like sample of it.
Okay.
Am I able to approach it without like getting like whatever injury?
You got to tell me what you're doing, and then I'll tell you what happens.
Okay. I have a vial.
Yeah.
I'm pulling out one of my vials, right? And I'm taking out a small knife, and I'm just trying to approach it to see if I can scrape some of the mold into.
How close are you getting to it? I mean,
I'm trying to slowly approach it and just try to to feel, you know what I mean?
All right, make a Constitution savings throw.
You fucked up. You fucked up.
You done fucked up. All right, let's see here.
Don't you see me? I'm all fucked up. I'm.
Two.
Everybody loves this mold.
Well, I thought I was gonna have like fucking blue cheese, you know?
7.
Yeah, you're gonna take frost damage too. I wonder if Dan thought we'd spend 10 minutes on the mold tonight.
You also take 23 frost damage.
All right,
I am
let's stay on
unconscious.
this mold.
Oh
So Thoradin, you walk up, and as you get close and you try to lick the wall, you feel this freezing, and Sparkle sees you kind of like cringing and stuff, and then Sparkle walks up with a knife and a vial to kind of get some, and then as you get within about 5 feet, you suddenly start to feel this just like insane freezing coming up and down your arms, and it hits you so hard that you hit the floor.
Sparkle! Oh no, lad! So I get down on a knee. I start smacking him in the face. Sparkle! He's not responding. So I drag him away a little bit, because obviously this is a weird area. So I drag him out.
Davian sees you guys coming back out. He goes, "Dude, oh guys, careful! Don't go in there. That's dangerous. That's how we keep our wine cold."
That is
He
some
goes,
sort
he
of...
goes, "Your lady friend is on a horse heading out of the winery right now. I don't know if you can catch her. You might need to hurry."
Yeah, that's a hint. All right, so I reach my hand up, and I pull the light from the sky, even though we're in a basement, and I touch Sparkle's head, and I heal him for 10 points of damage.
Okay, Sparkle, you come to and you're like freezing cold, and you're like, "Oh, jeez, what was that?" Like it surprised you that happened, but thanks to Thoradin, you're back on your feet.
Sparkle, don't scare me like that, lad.
Davian looks at Ragnar and he says, "Yeah, if you, this is a quick way out of here. I'm sorry we don't have any more horses, but if you want to catch your friends, you should probably hurry."
All right, I'll run up the stairs. I'll be the bait.
Yeah, we
Okay.
gotta go.
Wait, I don't
You-
understand. Druid
So I
woman
go
was
up
your
the
friend.
stairs
You know
over
she
here.
was poisoning your stuff, right?
What's
Yeah,
that?
that's a good point, Will.
I'm talking to Davian. So I think the druid that chick was poisoning your wine, man.
He was on
Yeah.
the barrel. I think he saw it.
So Ragnar, as you turn around, he says, "Yeah." He goes, I can't go near Yester Hill as long as they have that gem, and my son doesn't know the danger that he's in. He can't go anywhere near there either. However, I'll stay back here and see that your friend and my son are safe, and I'll also secure the winery now that you've taken care of all these plant monsters and the druids have fled. I said, if you see my son, send him back here. Send your friend back as well if you want, but be careful. Great evil festers in that place. If you can find and return our gem, our fields may once again prosper. I fear what twisted magic those druids could conjure with such power. And then he looks at you, Ragnar, as you're walking away, and he folds his arms and he says, "The keepers of the feather await your safe return." And he bows his head, and you see him start like kind of shaking and stuff, his body like twitching and everything. And he lifts his head back up and pulls his hood back, and he has the face of a raven.
Ugh.
Oh snap!
Kind of looks like this.
Oh, well, all right. I'm gonna head out. See you guys. This is-
Davian,
So he's
I've heard that name before.
he's a full-blown were-raven.
Yeah, save my son. Get the gem.
Arakoa.
I would say it's very unlikely any of you have ever heard of a were-raven.
Is this exclusive to Brovia? Sal, are there were-ravens anywhere in
There's were rats.
Do we know how to
there
get to
could be a lot of
Yester Hill?
were things.
We're bears.
Hey,
Are you were-bears? Are you asking Davian, Sparkle?
Yeah, I'll ask him. You know, how do we get to Yester Hill?
He says it's only a mile, or it's only about 2 miles south of here if you continue to follow the road that got you here. Yeah, you need to go quick because if my son gets there, I don't know if he'll return.
All right, let's go, lads.
Well, hey, real quick. Anybody? Can Davian? Can you take a look at these Blood Sail Buccaneer charts and orders for us and tell us what? That was a joke, but the charts and the orders. What?
POs. Have them look at
Whatever
the
we
POs.
have to find out what the acronyms mean and our ledger the orders that we found. Who's got that? Deckard's like looking around. Who's got the thing we found in the chest?
Here's your ledger right here. They slap it. Slap it somewhere. I don't know.
Oh, he says, oh, thank you. He takes it and kind of puts it under his arm. He goes, oh, thanks for the ledger. Yeah.
While he's a bird.
You handed it to him?
But he's got to look at it, right? I mean,
No, I was gonna show. Hey, that's our. What is that? What do you got there?
all right,
No,
Birdman,
no,
give me
no.
the ledger
Deckard's
back. I
like
just
having-
wanted you to...
Deckard is his brain is like messed up. He didn't want to do that, and now his hick brain is just like melting. It's like, hey
Look,
man,
dude,
wait,
you want to pick a fight with the bird guy? You go ahead. But
I
I
don't
think
want to
we.
fight him. I just wanted to know what the acronyms meant.
All right, well, let the bird guy talk.
All right, what
He takes his ledger back and he goes, we could probably talk about this when you return, but what is so important that you need to know about this?
I don't know. I was just curious. We were wondering what all the acronyms meant about where stuff was delivered.
He throws the book down real quick and he flips through it. He goes, these initials, it's just the city or person that we delivered our wine to. Do you need to know something specific? He goes, yeah. Do you want to know something? Do you want to ask a specific question?
I guess not. If no one else is curious, we can move on and go save your winery.
I'll take that
I'm worried
ledger
about-
back, Pigeon Man.
So, our lady friend went with him, right?
Yeah, Irina and Davian's son are heading to Yester Hill right now, chasing after the druids that escaped.
I am concerned about Irina.
I'm concerned Davian's doing work on Arena.
I feel like we need to move. I don't know. I feel like
Yeah,
we're
let's
like,
get out of there.
I'm with you.
yeah, like
I'm
we
going
can
up.
keep asking questions,
All right.
but I think we gotta go.
Deckard shuts
Yeah,
up.
I got a feeling too. They got 2 mile ride on horses. They're going to be there in Lickety.
Wait a second, Navi. Let me just ask you one more thing. Hold on a second.
Well, you hop on.
I can hear you guys. I'm gonna grab a beer.
Yeah, Dan's like, I'm
and then
done
you
with
get off
this.
and grin.
They're not
boulevard.
leaving.
Not. Just like when Deckard turns into a werewolf, he's a little more muscular and bigger and stuff like that. I would say similar to that. He's not like a fucking giant or anything. He's
Does
probably
he
about
have
the
wings
same
or
height.
arms?
He's got like winged arms. I could find a better picture for you.
That's all right.
But he's clothed still. Yeah, he still has his clothing on, which is hard to kind of show. But yeah, he's like like what you'd think a were-raven would look like.
All right, Featherbrain, let's get moving.
So if you guys want, you can, the stairway up from where he's at leads up to a room you haven't been in. And as you kind of pass through there, you just see it's a glass blower's workshop. And it actually has a door out to the back, like to the outside of the complex. If you scroll up, I don't know if you guys saw like on the ground floor, I kind of revealed it now. Yeah, there you go. Right where you're at, Matt.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, so that's the top of those stairs, and then that door right there leads right out of the winery. And then Davian follows you up, and he says he shows you the path south, and he says that's where they headed.
Let's go.
You also see a number of other. You see now the other flocks of ravens that were kind of inside the complex have kind of floated or are now floating around the outside.
How are we going to
Circling.
possibly catch them on when they're on horseback?
I can summon a steed. I don't know about you guys.
Do we?
Are you guys leaving the winery and getting back on the path? Do you want me to move you to that map, or do you want to do more at the winery?
I'm done with the winery.
I'm done. I want to chase them.
Okay, so Davian kind of, as he sees you guys going, he says, if you could send my son back, I'll be waiting. I can't get too close to Yester Hill, but as soon as they get back, we're good here now that you have, gotten rid of all these plant monsters.
Is your son going to be a bird or a? Is he a pigeon? Is he a turkey? What?
He says, all of us Mardikovs, the keepers of the feather, are all were-ravens. A secret we hold very close to ourselves and only are sharing with you now because of your assistance and trustworthiness.
Do you know if Nathaniel Swift is dead?
Nathaniel. You've met Nathaniel. He was our scout that we were sending. We don't know. We haven't seen him in days.
Well, that's what I was kind of asking you. Not sure.
No. If you find him, he is one of us. He's a keeper.
Do you know
of the feather.
where was he headed last?
He was to scout the path between the village of Barovia and Valaki. We really now that I can share this with you, we were sending him to kind of keep an eye on you folk to see if you meant ill intent or not. We seek other good-natured folk who could maybe help us in our quest to rid this land of evil.
Yeah, like on a scale of 1 to 10, how important was he? If you'd say, like 10 being he's very important.
He says, he was our top scout. That's why we sent him to you. Anytime there's travelers from another land, Nathaniel was the one to scope them out, and sometimes they come with malintent. But we try to find the ones that we think could aid our cause.
Well, if you see him, tell him we say hi.
Yeah, well, likewise. If you see him, we're very concerned about his.
Me
his
too,
safety.
lad. Good friend of mine.
Where did you meet him?
Oh,
Met
such a
him on the
long
road.
time. Oh, jeez.
So much is
Hey, by the way, you guys have been here for 9 days.
Oh, feels like fucking years.
Is this somebody you guys murdered in like a previous game?
No.
Awkward.
We did.
No.
No.
He got killed by
No.
our warlock friend.
I wasn't in the game.
randomly.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
he just-
I was
Someone
not in
else.
this hall when this happened.
Oh, the Renvenian? Yeah, I don't know. He was the
Oh,
knight
the
of the old code.
No,
The
we're-
Revenant is the
we're
The
we're
Silver
talking about
Dragoon
the
or something?
raven that Crocus killed at the.
We think.
the-
We
the
don't
black-
know. that.
Well, I think we just found out, to be honest. I think
Probably.
we just-
But we also met him and talked to him once. So I will say we spoke with him when we fought some needle monsters once before,
Oh,
and he
God.
mentioned Keeper of the Feather.
Yeah. Oh, good.
I spoke to him, too.
Well, you did. Right.
When we fought some needles, he said, "Find you guys," and that's why he went to Vlaki and stuff.
Well, that's good. At least his intuition was right about you guys, and he at least told you to find us. I'm glad he did. I hope.
Yeah.
What about you, my short friend? Where did you meet him? He's looking at you, Ragnar.
I met him on the road before I met these lads, and he told me to seek out the Order of the Feather, whatever that is.
Well, I trust Nathaniel's judgment as much as my own. So that's just further confirmation that you guys are good people. Godspeed finding my son and your friend. Every moment they get closer to Yester Hill.
Is there any chance that like you Raven folk can like come back to life if you died or something?
I wish. We keep our secrecy very, very, very tight so that we can survive in these awful, vile lands.
I forgot, guys. When we first got to this thing, did we come on mounts or were we walking?
We walk
Yeah, where's
along.
our mounts? Where'd our horses go?
We left. Did we leave them at the outpost?
Balaki. Yeah, they're at Balaki.
They're blocking. Okay. Well, then we got to
All right.
haul ass, guys. If we're gonna,
All
they're
right,
on horses.
let's go.
Okay, so on the outland map here, every hex is a quarter mile, so it's actually not as big as it looks. So you guys start moving down the southern path, which is where he pointed. Actually, this is sort of the southern part of the winery.
I still have a bunch of wine in my bags, right?
Bunch of what?
Wine. In
Yeah.
my bag.
Yep. I put it in the Slack loot channel or whatever. I put everything you guys grabbed.
Got it. Okay.
All right. So as you guys start moving south down this path, again, it's only every square is a quarter mile. You get about a mile and a half down the road, and you see right in the middle of the path, you see 2 horses, and then you see a couple figures further on. I don't know who's got the longest vision or whatever, but whichever one of it is of you that sees it, you do see sort of a little gathering up ahead, and there's people off of their mounts. As you get closer, it is Irina, and she's on the ground, kind of like holding her. She's sitting with her knees up and just kind of her arms around her knees with her head down, and then you see a cloaked figure in is like black leathers, who's kind of standing there, kind of looking over her. He's handing her like a water skin.
Is he like a big fat fuck, or is he? What kind of size is he?
Nah, he's a normal sized dude.
That's probably Elf, whatever his name was, Elphius or whatever. or his
Elver.
son. What was his son's name?
Elver.
Elver.
Elvir. And then, as you get a little closer, you see the woman that you had in the barrel, Deckard, and another one of these crazy druid people that you've never seen before, and they're both dead. One has a rusty javelin straight through their front and back. The very javelin Alaric that you gave to Irina. And then the other one is you can't tell, but is how they died, but is dead. And
She's so badass.
Yep, they look like maybe within the last 15 minutes this all went down, because Irina is out of breath and on the ground, kind of panting, and just looks a little beat up. She's got a couple scratch marks on her face, and part of her cloak is burned.
We got to go over there. We got to get in there.
Yeah.
Actually, that's a good question. What are you doing with that guy?
You can let him go.
You could have left him back with Davian, or otherwise you're still carrying him. Yeah. We'll
you're not gonna carry him
retcon
pretty
it that
much.
way.
I mean, you're strong, but
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Let's just kind of retcon that. You and Davian was like, yeah, I'll take that guy and take care of him.
what happened to his teeth?
Yeah. I'll get him fitted for dentures, and
I got some more though.
Yeah, I say we charge in there. We charge in there hot, and we go and save the day.
Which
Well, that could be.
I think
mean,
the fight's over.
yeah.
they might shoot
Oh.
us.
Oh, all right.
I approached the arena and the guy.
Yeah. So when they see you, so when Irene Spargo, when you roll up, Irina's always been kind of takes to you well for whatever reason. She sees you and she looks up, kind of exhausted, but you see her face brighten up, and she goes, "Sparkle, we got him. I did it."
You guys are awesome. Are you okay, Irina?
Yeah. I think I'm okay. I got, the one of them kind of torched me a little bit with some kind of spell, but fortunately I had, my cloak protected me. And then the younger Mardukov guy, Elver, he looks over and he goes, "Yeah, we took care of them. We're just taking a breather, and then we're headed to Yester Hill to take care of the rest of them."
I thought the chick was like your friend or something. I thought that she was like a good. Didn't Davian tell us that
She was watching it or something?
that he was friends with the woman druid?
I don't think so.
No, he was saying our friend,
Yeah,
Irina.
Irina. He's referring to Irina.
Yeah, but didn't Davian say that the druids were keeping watch over the vineyard?
Yeah. Why is she out of her barrel?
Okay, let me just to explain everything. So you put the woman in a barrel. The bird flew down and it nodded at you. That was Davian telling he in bird form, watching over her for you, and that's why it kind of nodded. When you guys went down into the cellar, another druid, one of the other druids, evil druids, came in and freed her. Davian couldn't fight them off. They escaped.
Okay.
As they were escaping, Irina and Elver were like, "We're not going to let them escape," and they chased after them.
Got it. I misunderstood.
Oh, I'm dense. Oh, okay, I got it.
And that's who's dead on the floor right now.
Got
That's
it.
who's dead on the floor right now. And then, Elver's like ready to go, like charging towards Yester Hill at this point.
And that
Albert, you need to. We spoke with your father, and we'll follow them to Yester Hill, but you need to go back. We promised your father Davian that we would send you back.
Father's orders, lads. You gotta go
Can't
back.
go to Yester Hill.
But my dad's all, yeah. Well, I mean,
No.
well, I could, you know what? I'm going to escort your friend back and keep her safe. That's a good.
Champion, you go back by yourself.
You got it. Yeah, you did a great job here. But you need to help take care of your family.
Oh, you guys want Arena? You want Arena to go with you and not back to the Davians with him?
I don't know. What do you guys think?
I don't know. Do you want to trust her with a bunch of fucking pigeon people? I don't know if that's fucking the way to go with this. I don't know.
I
You
don't
don't
know.
anything
Strahd
wrong with
wants her,
us, though.
so-
I mean,
Alaric knows how much I hate companions, so you know.
All right. So Elver says, he says, "Yeah, well, I feel obligated to stay with the lady now. If you want me to, I'm not going to go back.
He
I'm
wants
not
some-
going back." What's that?
This dude wants some. He's got Irina fever.
Yeah, he's a bird. I don't know if
Gonna be some kind of hybrid.
Davian said that it's not safe for you to approach that gem or that town or whatever, Yester Hill. He said it's not safe for you to be able to do that. You're going to endanger not just yourself, but perhaps us too by trying.
Elmer, we appreciate you, but you got to go back, lad. You got to go with your father.
But what if you guys need me?
We'll send word if we need to. We'll send.
Brother, we wiped out the whole vineyard by ourselves. We don't need help. You need to go with Pops.
We took care of the whole
Make
group.
Thoradin, make a persuasion check.
Yeah, I'll bite his fucking ear off, all right? You better watch out. Eight. Single digits.
He says, "Well, I don't know. I feel kind of useless that way. I don't want to just sit around the winery if these druids are going to just come back. Are you guys sure you're going to be able to take care of them?"
Alaric, flex your muscles. Do something crazy.
Are you trying to intimidate them? Make an intimidation check.
All right, if I slap Alaric, will he get more mad? I don't know.
Recklessly raging.
Like, listen, man, you gotta go back. Like, something like that. Yeah, there you go.
So, what do you say anything, or you literally just kind of flex at him and stand in front of him, just trying to like nudge him towards leaving? Yep.
A little bit of jaw
Yep,
jacking, yeah.
Right.
Terry Crews.
Terry Crews.
I know what you're doing. Terry Crews, just pop it.
Yeah.
All right.
Knock a quarter off those things.
So you do that, and then he looks at you, and then for a second he starts to look as you're doing that. He kind of looks back, and he giggles a couple times. He's like, "What?"
I'm gonna.
He goes, "What? Do you need something, big guy?"
Deckard laughs.
All right, I'll try. Elder.
Deckard
We're
actually.
sending you back. Because what if they do come back to the winery? They're gonna need some protection back there.
All right, make a persuasion check.
What do I roll?
You roll a d20 and add you have a persuasion skill on your sheet. It's usually just your charisma unless you're
I don't have any plus on that.
okay.
Just 20.
Yeah, straight up d20.
Nice. About time somebody rolled something good.
And he says, "You don't have to keep rolling."
It didn't light up for me.
He says, when you say that, you see a light bulb go off in his head, and he goes, "Oh, god damn, yeah, you're right. I got to get back there." He goes, Irina, is she? Do you want me to take her back and protect her in the winery, or is she going with you guys?
This guy's a horn dog.
He seems to just genuinely be asking. He's already turned around.
She's coming with us, Alvar. You go protect your family.
He says, "Okay, got it." He turns around, and you kind of like his cloak kind of whips around him, and he does almost like a 360. And as he's spinning around, his cloak falls to the ground, and then poof! All you see is an actual raven that just goes flying up into the air, north back towards the winery.
Did Alaric roll an intimidation check?
Yeah, I rolled a 4. You rolled it to the GM. I don't know why you did that, but I got it.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
So
what
Irina
I
says,
thought he intimidated and then just laughed at Alaric, and I was like, "Oh, I can't wait to see what happens next." Okay.
Yeah, you rolled a 4. All right. So he takes off, and now you guys have Irina with you. Where do you want to go?
What do you think?
Go-
Should we let's follow this path to this Yesterhill?
Let's go south, baby. Let's go south. Let's get that gemstone.
Yeah.
All right. It's only another half mile or so till you guys get to like sort of the path that you've been on that this cuts between trees. It widens out, it opens up, and you see a huge sort of elevation. And you also noticed a very localized sort of bunch of thunder and lightning in this one area as you're approaching. And you get as you get close to, let me see, maybe read you an actual.
We haven't taken a rest in a while.
I was just about to say, are we beat up? Do we need a rest? Because, like, I shouldn't have ate that fungus. I ain't feeling so good.
Yeah, me too. That sample was a really, really bad idea.
Yeah, how long have we kind of been at it since we took off from Balaki?
Believe it or not long at all. Even though this has been like 3 sessions, it's only been a few hours. If you kind of think about how time has transpired, like we've played it step by step, but it's you're still 2 days away from that festival in Valaki. It is about it's getting to be about 8 p.m. on the first day that you've left the city.
Maybe
I don't know,
we should
fellas. It's getting late.
take a
Should we
break.
maybe post up for the night?
I could use a long rest. I use 2 second level spell slots. I'm pretty beat up.
We definitely should set a post if we do, because we're pretty close to these assholes.
Okay, you guys want to take a long rest or a short rest?
What's the difference again? Can you refresh my memory?
Short rest, you can get like you can use some hit die to return your health, and you get some spell slots back. Long rest is sort of like a reset of everything, but that will be closer to the next. It'll be middle of the night if you take a long rest.
A long rest is 8 hours, right?
Yeah. So it'll be 3 or 4 a.m. versus midnight or 11 p.m.
All I know is when I play Baldur's Gate, if I try and take a long rest in the middle of the wilderness, I get attacked by hobgoblins. But whatever.
All right, if you guys want to dip into the woods, tell me who's going to look for the camp spot and make a survival check.
That is not my day.
Okay, Alaric, make a survival check. Yeah, and then you might have a drop down like selected to just roll. Okay, everybody saw that now. Okay, so you find like as you see this big hill rising up above you, and you start to see this thunder and lightning, you happen to find this like sweet little like opening, grove, clearing. Thank you, Sal. Sal has all the good nouns and adjectives and D&D knowledge.
The best words, quite strongly, quite fastly. Fantastic words. Okay, sorry.
So you find a great spot, and you guys kind of dip in there and take your long rest. Does anybody want to do any special preparation or guarding or anything, or are you just all crashing?
I'm gonna do my alarm. I'm gonna cast my ward
Okay.
around us, and then
And with excluding everybody in your group there.
yeah, correct.
Yeah, as normal. Okay. Yeah, and you guys get a good long rest in.
Oh, great.
and you also notice Irina kind of really appreciated that herself. She's not seen much combat, and she wakes up a lot more fresh and sort of looks a lot better herself. There you go. And then anything else you guys want to do there?
Does that regenerate all the HPs?
Yeah, there should be a thing on D&D Beyond that you can just kind of click on if you
It's
you found it.
It's at the top. It looks like the half moon. It's next to short rest. It's right above all your stats.
To the right of your name.
Yeah.
Right to the,
Oh, I see. Cool. Thank
I
you.
still have inspiration from something. I can't remember. what-
You do. That's funny. I had a note of that you have it from like 3 sessions ago, and I don't remember what it is, but you do have it. And you're welcome to use it anytime you want.
What does that mean again?
You can, I think you can even grant. I forget how it works. I think you can
If you
add
click on it, it says it.
Oh yeah, click on it.
Oh, here we go.
Your DM will tell you how you can use it, earn inspiration in the game. I don't know.
I can spend it to get advantage on a roll.
That's right.
Okay. Oh, cool. Okay.
It's just like think of it as like a token that anytime you want to take advantage out of nowhere, you can just say you're using inspiration.
Remember that time I poured 6 cans of seltzer on my face and Dan didn't give me inspiration for it? Guy's a fucking
I didn't?
Nazi, man. Did you?
I don't.
Yeah, right. That's where I fucked up. That's where I fucked up.
All right. So you guys wake up. Everybody's feeling a lot better. Make sure you do that on your sheet. And you're walking up this path, and you see this big hill. I'm gonna take a 2-minute break. If you guys want to grab a drink or take a piss, I just gotta go.
Yeah, I'll eat.
I'll be right. Be right
I'm gonna
back.
get another ice cream sandwich.
I'll make more tacos. Adam loves ice cream sandwiches.
I love you. What? We'll after 11. We usually wrap up between 11 and 1:30. What's that way? How's life, Punch?
I'm doing all right. How about you, man?
Good. Just busy.
Are you like in a screened patio kind of thing? What's going on there? Where are you at?
Yeah, I have a here, I'll show you. We have a screened-in porch. Like,
Oh, nice.
slide glass door.
Oh, that's sweet.
So that's all screened in.
It's nice, dude.
It's my backyard that you can't see right now, but yeah.
Cool.
So we got like a couch out here.
I wish we had that. I wish we had a screened-in area, just like from the bugs.
Dude,
You did at your old
So
place, right?
lucky.
Punch?
We did, yeah. We loved that
like
room.
to be able to
I'm
sit
back.
here and not there's two things that are cool about it.
I'm
The
back.
first is not getting bit by bugs.
Yep.
The second part is like outside of a storm, like when it's just crazy wind and like it could be raining right now and I could still be out here.
Yeah, that's awesome. I actually love that. I love being outside like that when it's raining and shit.
Yep, it's cool. So what games have you guys been playing? What's the new hotness?
I play WoW Retail. I'm ready for Shadowlands.
I got into beta.
That's amazing. Honestly, it's the first beta I haven't gotten into since like
Well,
Mr.
I got
Pandaria.
it Hillary, but I can give you my login.
Oh no, don't worry about it. I can get on the PTR anyway.
Dude, my computer's not even hooked up, so
So I'm gonna while we're waiting, for Adam to get back. Oh, Adam's here and he can hear. So Spargle, when you wake up from your long rest, there is a well, let me process this real quick. So you wake up and you kind of roll over, and right in front of you is a big, fat, ugly toad. Literally,
All right.
literally just staring at you.
Oh, can I eat it?
And it's weirdly just looking straight in your eyes.
I say I greet it.
Using
My small animal talk thing. I'll
and
greet it.
it greets you. So it greets you back, and it gives you the sense of like friendly, like a question.
And I indicate friendly. Right back.
It comes back again, and it says, you get the sense of help, distress.
I try to inquire where. What?
Top of hill.
Okay. So I try to indicate to it. We'll try, I guess, is my best way of trying to say what I'm thinking here.
It transmits back appreciation and hurry.
All right. So I rouse my companions here. And they're used to me saying weird things, I guess. But
Yeah, doing weird things, killing kids, you know.
I just say, "Hey guys, I'm talking to this toad, and you better hurry up. They need help quick. Something's going on at the top of that hill."
Oh.
Talking to a toad.
Oh.
He seems like the friendly sort, but he's in. He says they're in trouble.
Thornton rolls over and he just fucking farts. He goes, "Ah." So he just rips one, and he's like, "A toad?
So you like toads, do you?
And he wants to eat it. He's like, "I haven't eaten a toad in ages. I'd love to cook one up and boil it and make some soup or stew."
Or some roasted frog legs.
Oh, frog legs, just like Mama used to make them.
I don't know if toad legs are as good as frog legs, but not that I think frog legs are good.
And Barovia, you don't have much of a choice, Mr. DM.
Right.
It's either that or
Deck-
wolf steaks.
In the
Wolf
midst
steak.
of these dwarves talking about eating toads, and Bull talking to toads, Deckard wakes up and just looks at Alaric, and it's just like he kind of like puts his hat on, and he just like looks at Alaric like, and just like rubs his eyes like, who are these people? What is going on?
It's like what we all think of 2020. Can we just get the fuck out of all of this?
Yeah, what the fuck happened? Right.
Barovia's like 2020 in D&D world.
Okay.
Spargle, when you stop, it kind of stops conversing with you and just kind of becomes its normal toad. Like it just snaps out of it and it then hops away.
Something tells me there was something more to that toad though than just a regular toad. I shared with the group. I think it's either somebody's communicating through it or something. There seemed to be more to just a normal toad. And I think those kind of toads are pretty poisonous. Don't eat it. I feel kind of bad.
Oh, if it's anything like the mold, forget about it.
All right, let's go help then. Let's go up this hill.
All right. So you guys gather yourself up and head towards the hill.
As we're packing up, I'm packing my thing and I look at Thornton and I'm like, hey, by the way, thanks for making me not dead yesterday.
Oh, anytime, Sparkle. I trust you and I like you a lot.
All right. The trail through the thick woods leads to a hill covered with dead grass and cairns. Is that the right way to say it? I was
Karen's?
asking
Oh,
Sal.
Karen's.
Everybody else be quiet. Sal, is it cairns? or
Yeah.
Karen?
Yeah,
Thank you,
Cairns.
Sal. Cairns of Black Rock. Dark, ominous clouds gather high above, and a single bolt of lightning strikes the hilltop. West of the hill, the land, the woods, and the sky vanish beyond a towering wall of fog. This you have not seen since when a handful of you, not everybody here, but Spargle, Alaric, Deckard, Thoradin, when you first got transported from Cragmaw Castle to here, and you're on that path, and there was this like thick wall, you see a very similar wall well beyond on the other side of the hill.
That was when we passed the gate, right? You're talking about?
It was before the gate. It was sort of like you
Okay.
landed, and that was behind you, and you went the other way. All right. And that's it. And so I'm going to take you as you get a little bit.
Oh, is Doug watching?
What the hell's going on here? All right. So I'm going to move you guys over to a new map. And this is weird. You guys are going to have to zoom in a little bit. This is a 25 square foot map. So this is huge. This is a huge hill. And I would say from where you're at now to the peak of the hill, you're looking at about, it has about a 400 foot sort of incline. To
Do you know how much each square is worth value-wise?
25 feet.
Oh,
Did we
thank
just
you.
lose
Okay.
Spargle?
No, he's muted. He's muted, yeah.
Oh, there he is.
Sorry.
Nope.
Sorry, I'm talking to my daughter real quick.
No, you're good. And you're now at the base of this massive hill, and it's almost like it has steps, so to speak. Like you see it like kind of go up and then level off and up and level off and well beyond, way out in the distance. It is now because you took the long rest. It is dead of the night. So only those of you with some good dark vision can even see really where I have it sort of uncovered right now.
You said each square is 25 feet?
Yeah. Now, your tokens, you guys aren't 20 feet wide, especially Adam now that he's been losing all that weight. But I want to keep it like token, it's too, I could like shrink your tokens to like a quarter of the square, but that's stupid. So there you go.
All right, I have my aura on. Is that okay? I put it at 25 feet.
Yeah. Yeah. It actually adjusted for the map, so it was showing the actual radius, but we'll remember what it is. And so that's what you see, what I just described. And there's a path that goes up, and then and then sort of at each level, it kind of goes around to the right and left. Spargle, you hear way in the distance, you hear the sound of a goat braying, and it sounds like it's in desperation.
I don't like that.
Okay. I just say that I don't know. You guys already think I'm nuts. So I hear something going on in the distance there. Something sounds bad up ahead. I think it might be a goat. And it sounds like it's in pain or something. Sounds like
I can hear the cries. We have to save the goat.
could be one of those weird ceremony types of things going on here, guys.
A bunch of Satanists. We
Could
need
be
to
one of
stop
the-
them, lads.
Or those staves, like the one guy had when the horses went crazy.
If you guys want to, if you want to start moving yourselves up the path, whichever
Hell
way
yeah.
you guys are going, I'll just kind of narrate as you guys go.
Hell yeah,
this
brother.
This is a real big area, and I'm just uncover as you go. Everybody got to move themselves.
Oh boy, y'all going right in. Okay, I see you. Okay. I'm gonna stop here at the fork. in the road.
So anybody, anything with Irina? You guys just kind of letting it go?
Irina, be
does she have a
careful.
weapon?
She does. I'll assume she grabbed her rusty javelin that Alaric gave her out of the druid that she killed, and she's carrying that, and then she's in her normal sort of armor.
I can give her my warhammer if she wants. Is it better? Is it easier for her? Is she more fluent with?
The only thing she's ever killed in her life was with that rusty javelin, so that is her trusted weapon.
Makes
She's
sense.
literally got like one kill
Good to know.
to her name.
She's got one honorable kill in her.
Yep, 1 HK. As you get up to the second tier, you see that the dirt trails. So now you know, like, as each sort of step or level in this hill goes up, there's like trails that go left and right that you presume kind of go around it. And you see dirt trails run along 2 concentric rings of cairns that encircle the hillside. Each cairn is 10-foot high, is a 10-foot high mound of slimy black rocks. So on the map, if you see these little like piles, they're just like, just 10-foot tall stacked monuments of rocks.
You said slimy. Is that because it's just like humid and?
It has been continual, like sort of downpour and lightning strikes, and now that you're going up the hill, you see the lightning is striking around. Like it's not like in the distance. The lightning is striking like behind you, to your left and right, and like all over this hill.
Can I use divine sense?
Yeah.
So feeling that this place may be somewhat haunted, Thoradin clutches the thing around his neck and he closes his eyes and you see light emanating from his eyes and I can detect undead.
Now, don't forget, this is a massive area, and that detects it out 60 feet.
60 feet.
Yep. So I don't know if that's a spell you have to click off or something you have at will,
It is,
but
yes.
okay. So you do not detect anything within 60 feet of you.
Okay.
And given that these monument cairn type things are there, you kind of focused on those, and you would have thought, maybe there's an undead skeleton or something in them. You didn't pick up on that either.
Before we go up, Ragnar is an archaeologist, so he's looking at these cairns and feeling very uneasy about them. So I'm going to just tell the group, lads, this looks like a place where they do some very dark rituals. We should be very, very careful.
Maybe Arena should I look at Ragnar. I'm like, should we have Arena like maybe wait back at the tree line? I hate to leave her alone, but I kind of whisper to you.
Yeah, what if
I
some
don't wanna
shit comes
leave her
out of the
alone,
trees
so
and grabs her?
You're right. Okay. All
She's
right.
a high value target.
Can I inspect these cairn stones? I have some stone cunning. I'd like to.
Yep. Well, how does your stone cunning work? Is it a roll? Is it a?
Whenever you make an intelligence check related to the origin of stonework, you're considered proficient in the history skill and add double your proficiency bonus to the check.
Perfect. Okay, yeah. Make a history check.
13.
But you double your proficiency on that. So
Yeah, so it would be 14.
So you can tell that these have been here for centuries. You earlier inspected those giant Barovian gates that you walked through, the gates that opened, and you checked the stonework of them. They are as old or older than those.
Oh, shit. What do they taste like?
You want to lick one?
No, I don't, actually. Moving on.
Wow, look at how
Of the planet.
Thorgan's all grown up. Look at him. He's a big boy now.
Maybe he's
Hey,
got a
Dan,
health problem.
he's not
you
licking
guys don't
everything.
know. Got a health issue, you know.
Hey Dan,
Yo.
I'm gonna use my staff and I'm gonna cast Mage Armor on Irina.
Okay.
I never really. This is me being a great player and all, but I never really noticed that it could be another person, too.
This is the glass staff that you got way back then. Okay, so she, instead of her shoddy armor, she gets 13 plus her dex. Her dex. Okay. Awesome. So you guys see, as Spargle kind of turns around with that glass staff and he points it at Irina, and for a second she like looks at you like, whoa, why are you pointing that at me? And then you see a light, just that slight, just sort of
Shimmer or something.
glow kind of just go around her, and then she smirks and kind of knowingly. What would you guys like to do? Spargle, you hear that goat again, and it sounds like a desperate plea.
Please help me. All right, let's do it.
So Spargle, you hear it is coming from the top of the hill.
We have to save the goat.
Do we? Yeah, I mentioned it again. I'm hearing that thing. What do you guys think? Should we just march right into this thing, or should we?
Maybe we should put up.
We listen
All right.
to the toad and we save the goat.
All right. Okay.
All will be well. Be well, John Spark.
Do you want me to take you guys to the top of the hill, or do you want? All right. So I'm gonna just unveil everything, and you guys move yourself up here. So you move up to the top, and now you see atop the hill. You're at the very peak now. You've moved up. You've skipped. You kind of looked at those cairns that were all around the place. You noticed there was dozens of them circling around. Atop the hill is a wide ring of black boulders. So this is about 250 feet around. Again, these are 25-foot squares. So this is a massive circle. These stacked rocks go up about 10 feet. So it's almost like an enclosure, except for the little opening that you have right, Alaric, where you're at right there. Atop the hill is a wide ring of black boulders and smaller rocks that collectively form a makeshift wall enclosing a field of dead grass. So in the middle of there, it's just nothing's growing, unlike the rest of the place. Lightning strikes the edge of the ring. So again, it's like lightning is hitting the ground several feet away from where you guys are at some points, illuminating a ghastly 50-foot tall statue made of tightly woven twigs and packed with black earth. The statue resembles a towering cloaked man with fangs. So 50 foot tall, like right here, right where I'm pinging, you see this just massive structure. Like think a Burning Man festival, right? It's like that, but it's full of dirt. It looks like it's been worked on for a long time. I mean, besides it being all like shoddy and makeshift, it's actually pretty good for what you could make out of like twigs and dirt. And it looks like a man with like a cloak, and he's prominent fangs, and that's what it is. And attached to that by a rope is a sad ass looking goat.
Poor goat.
And the goat, as soon as it sees Alaric, like it was just kind of like its head was drooping and it was making that noise, that Spargle you kept hearing. As soon as it sees people, it looks up and it's like perking up and looking right at you guys, and it stops making the noise.
I'm listening, but I gotta mute for a sec. Kid thing.
No, the goat's just on the ground. It has a bowl of water in front of it. It looks a little gaunt, and it looks sad as hell, and it's tied to that big effigy.
I would like to destroy this effigy with a thunderous smite. That's probably a terrible idea.
What are you doing with the goat?
Oh, we're gonna free the goat and feed it. We're gonna give it some bacon.
Well,
maybe,
what
and
what
some-
what order are you doing these things in?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, let's free the goat first, because I don't
Free
want
the
it
goat.
blowing up with it.
Yeah, right. Let's free the goat. Give it some.
Okay, you're gonna untie it.
Cut the
Make it. Yep. Yep. It's got this pretty thick rope with a knot around it. You can either untie it or slash through it or whatever you want to do. Slash through it.
Can I untie the goat?
Yeah. Why don't you untie or slash it? No. Oh, okay. So yeah, I mean, it takes no effort at all to you swing your sword right through the rope, and the goat comes free, and it kind of like it takes a few steps away from the effigy, just kind of in its freedom that it hasn't had, and it spins around and looks at you guys, and then let me do this.
Uh-oh. Let me do this is never a good sign.
The goat then rolls on its side, intentionally looking like it looks like it did that. It kind of rolls on its back, and then it rolls over, and then it starts to twist and turn, and its body starts to transform into what you see as a very small lady who happens to have little horns on her head, and
Can we eat it?
and she says,
Oh, thank goodness, something with thumbs. And
So
yeah,
can we eat it?
Jesus. I knew it. And go ahead, Amber, describe what they see.
okay, so she is about 2 feet tall, and she's about 25 pounds. She's got gold eyes and brown hair, and it's dreadlocked. And she has a significant amount of body hair. Like, she definitely doesn't shave. And she has a couple of different bracelets on, a ring. That's about it. She's a tiny little forest gnome.
Oh shit!
And
What
what did
the
she say?
fuck is this? Is it edible? Can we cook it?
Oh yeah, you cut this goat off. You cut this goat free. The goat ran a few steps forward, rolled over on the ground, and suddenly turned into a 2 foot tall, tiny little female forest gnome, which you may have never seen in your life. And she said, "Oh God, good! Finally, someone with thumbs." And that's what you see.
So she's kind of rubbing at her neck with one hand where the rope would have been, and she reaches up with a tiny little hand to shake what would be his hand, but it obviously isn't going to work out very well. Thank you.
Wow,
What is this?
Orson, where are you from?
This is wacky shit.
I am from the woods north of Lake Zorovich. I don't know if that's what you guys call it or not, but you know, I lived there for a really long time until some sort of evil wizard came out of the mountains and just burned the entire forest to the ground.
Oh, I think I took a shit in that lake.
I have definitely taken a shit at that lake.
Ah!
Or
Good to
Lake
know.
Sherman.
Wait, you're from here in
evil
Barovia?
wizard that burnt your woods. You weren't anywhere near Cormyr, were you?
I'm not sure. We may not call it the same thing. I'm not sure if we use the same map makers or what, but
Okay, it's probably a different wizard.
I burned a lot of shit down, and I don't know what collateral damage it said. I just want to make sure your family was a part of it.
Is Juniper wearing anything? Any clothing? Or are you just...
How'd you know her name?
Oh.
Yeah, how did she know her name?
Didn't she say it on the thing? It says it on the thing. Oh, yeah, right.
So she introduces herself as Juniper Bilberry, and she keeps trying to stick out her hand to shake everybody's hand, but clearly that isn't going to work out very well.
No one's taking you up on it.
Instead, she just kind of like gives everybody a gentle pat on the shin. About to. Yep.
My kid is like 23 inches tall right now.
I am so glad that you guys showed up. You have no idea how many toads it took. And
You have any more toads?
no more toads that I can find, but she's looking really uneasy because of how much lightning is striking at the moment.
Yeah, it's
Which is
probably
a
a good
huge
idea
fan
for
of.
us to get out of here.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's a good
Trying to go
question.
into her
Yeah, are
coat.
you okay? What are you doing here? What happened? Let's talk about it.
Maybe talk about it at the bottom of the hill?
All right, so you want to get out of here. Okay.
And as you say that, the lightning and the thunder are cracking all around you. Right here, the biggest bolt of lightning strikes.
Yeah, where's your...
You don't see this?
no, I don't see anything.
How about this?
Yeah, I see a white flash.
Okay, at that opening on the other side of the circle where kind of the path continues, you see, hold on.
Blackwood's corpse.
Worm food.
A crack. There's a crack of lightning, and then in that opening, as the lightning fades, you see Strahd on top of a massive black horse. The most beautiful black horse. Deckard, you for a moment get excited by just the muscles on this horse and the just the just
Is it a tent?
The flanks.
Its mane is made of flickering flames, as are its hooves and its eyes. Let me share what the horse looks like to you guys.
That's
Oh, good. So he's one of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. Got it. Okay, got it.
So that's what the horse looks like that you now see Strahd on. I'll also share kind of just another picture of him. This is kind of almost exactly what you see right now. Standing in that opening on the other side of the ring of circles.
All right, Elrond, what are you doing here?
And he looks around and he sees you guys on the far side there, and he says, my honored guests have finally arrived. You are here just in time to see what some of my most dedicated servants have cooked up for your friends in Vallaki. My followers will not appreciate you freeing their dinner, but no matter. Take one more step forward and you all die. I implore you, though, to stay and enjoy the festivities I've prepared for you. I think you will find I am, in fact, a most entertaining host.
Strahd, I don't doubt your word, but what do I do if I have to use the bathroom?
He looks at you and his eyes narrow, and he says, and he puts his arms around and he says, let the ritual begin. And on the other side of the rocks, the tall rocks, out of the ground, you see 3 of those druid-like people that you fought at the winery, the same horns and mud-caked everything, come up out of the ground. Literally, they had been sleeping underground, so to speak, or there. And they rise up and they start sort of moving around the circle that you're in.
Do we have Irina with us?
Yep. I forgot to move her.
He's just
No,
forgot
she's
to move her.
yeah. Correct. She's right there with the group. Sorry.
So I've never seen Strahd before. So
You
I
have
look at
not.
Everybody else, and I'm like,
Who's this Nancy boy on the horse here, lads?
Oh shit!
I don't bellow it out. Like I say it to the guys around me. I don't know.
So you kind of like lean over and say,
Yeah, I'm like,
"Who's this Nazi boy?"
Who's this long-haired elf-looking guy on the horse?
Does Strahd have like supersonic hearing? I don't know. Like,
He's more sort of watching the 3 druids that just rose out of the ground and kind of watching them almost with a proud, sort of entertained look, and isn't listening that closely to what you guys are talking about.
You guys think I could cast Hold Person on Strahd?
So no.
So no.
One of the
Did
druids.
he say if we take a step forward, we'll die instantly?
Yeah. So like, can I go backwards? Like,
We
I
can
kinda
retreat
gotta
to the
poop.
winery.
yeah, can we just go kill these druids and move on with our lives?
There's no real reason for us.
Let's
Easy there, Lark.
escort
Easy.
Juniper out of this cursed circle.
So is she still tied up?
No, she's free.
I mean, he didn't say that she couldn't walk towards us.
Yeah, we could kind of just.
You know, technically, not to be a lawyer, but you know, he didn't say she couldn't do that.
Not to be F. Lee Thoradin, but
Right, not to be F. Lee Thoradin, you know, Johnny Cock Thoradin.
Johnny Hopelander.
Where are these druids, like, in connection?
Oh, I'm sorry. I did a thing. I forgot to do a thing.
Oh.
My bad. They just pop. You seen them now?
Yeah.
That was a me not knowing how to use Roll20 thing. And as soon as they kind of emerged, these druids started like they've turned to Strahd. They're kind of looking. They looked at Strahd as they came up out of the ground, and they've almost like sort of like bowed or prostrated themselves. And now they are chanting over and over again the same phrase in unison. He is the ancient. He is the land. He is the ancient. He is the land. And they're starting to do something.
Okay, when I hear that, I visibly like pale to you guys, and I say, "I've heard that verse before, guys. When I came here the first time, and we were in that monster house. That wasn't a good time."
That's a good time.
hey, can you shoot a fireball at effigy and then we just make a break for it?
Sure. Should we?
Yeah, we need to leave this circle.
I agree. Getting out of here is probably a good idea.
I say we grab the little one and get out.
I say you do that. Yeah, and then I could grab Spargle, cast Misty Step, and we could teleport like 50 feet away to get a head start. I don't know. It would be up to the DM.
Oh, you can carry him.
It's not up to me. It's up to the rules.
Sure, but you can break the rules because you're the DM.
I can be pretty quick when I need to be.
Nah, it's just self-action.
Ooh.
I do
Can
go
I-
like I kind of nudge into you guys and I go, Should I light her up,
Should I light her up?
or should we just run?
I would like to summon my steed. May I do that, please?
Yep.
All right.
I will
So as
do
far
my. I'm gonna do my. Shit.
Amber, did you say something?
yeah, I can wait for him. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
As far as pass without a trace goes, do you have to be like not detected before using that, or can you use that after you've been detected? Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not. I don't think that keeps you from being followed, right? Basically.
It just increases your stealth.
Yeah, yeah, right. It masks you from detection. You've already been detected. It doesn't like you don't go invisible. It's more like, yeah.
Fair to check on that. Yeah, so she's gonna go ahead and hop a ride. She is all for that.
Find Steed actually takes 10 minutes to cast, so I don't think it's going to be done in time for when I want it. So can I just not do that, Dan? Or is it too
Yep.
late?
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
we just-
So as you reach down to grab Juniper, the druids have continued to chant as you guys do this, and suddenly that giant effigy that they built, the big stick and
I knew we should have.
and mud thing,
Yeah.
the 30-foot. So those druids say, like, they say one last, like, he is the ancient, he is the land, and then they kind of like bow down and just are silent as you're picking up Juniper, and a 30-foot tall plant creature just bursts out of the statue,
Oh, good
sending
God,
twigs
yeah.
and earth flying.
So we have to
The
fight for
creature
actual
resembles a dead treant with green light seeping out of it. So the effigy itself is just exploded. And then out of it comes, I have a good picture of this thing.
Yeah, he's one of the Drust. Got it. Oh, God. Oh, good. Spargo, light it up, brother. This is your chance. Say his name 3 times and he shows up and explains it.
Yeah.
And as that creature bursts through, Alaric's grabbing Juniper, and everybody else is sort of just like kind of taken aback and watching this happen. Strahd says, my servants, your work has paid off. I, your Lord Strahd von Zarovich, appreciate your ritual. Make me proud. As he and his horse turn and move back down the path and just sort of disappear, that tree creature suddenly just looks around at everyone around him. He looks to the druids, kind of pauses for a second, then turns back and sees this large group of other people and stomps forward towards you guys. Everybody roll for initiative.
Shit.
What if I don't? What if I refuse?
What if you don't? Then you get the last initiative. I don't know.
I'm a pacifist. I refuse to fight.
Which dice is this?
It's on your sheet, but it's a D20, and you'll either have advantage or a modifier to that. It's usually based on dex.
I gotcha.
I should have a +2 to that, so 21.
Nice. Man, did
Do you guys want to take a quick
yet?
break before we start this?
A quick
I-
break?
A quick break, yeah. I
I'm always cool with breaks
I
because it
always
means
have to pee. Yes.
I can
Yeah,
shove food
I'm
in my
the same.
gullet. So
Yeah. All right, let's everybody roll initiative so I can do that when I get back. But then we'll take a 5.
Cool.
Oh, this is gonna be the best day ever. Can't wait. Can't wait to fight Rindelwald.
bothering you? Open? Sorry. No, that's right. Sorry. The magic one? Oh God, yeah. Force of Nature. Hell yeah, right. Yeah. Dude, that's third edition or earlier. That was one of the when I bought that game from Walden Books in '94, that was one of the best cards we had.
What game?
All right, so God, how the fuck am I gonna do this? All right, so let's see. Juniper, I think, had the first turn. Hold on. No one had higher than Juniper, right? With a 21. Okay. Deckard, thank you. Actually, this will help if you don't mind doing this. Then Spargle, what had what? 16. What? What's your AC? I mean Dex. What's your Dex? Okay. Where was Ragnar in that?
I think I had a 13.
Adam, do you want a Tundra or something? Do you want a Toyota Tundra or something? I just saw you, I don't know. I go on Facebook about once a month and I just saw a post about like this is what jealousy.
They're expensive, man. This is true.
Amberback? Oh, man.
I'm sorry, what?
No. I was waiting to see who was still back.
Oh.
Who we're waiting for. Matt.
Hey, while we're still waiting, I have a question. Whenever you use an action, is it you can use like a spell only or a spell and a cantrip?
Oh, God.
If the cantrip is a bonus action,
Oh,
you can use that and a thing. But if it's an action, it's just sort of like a free spell that you use a slot on.
all right.
It should say on the spell if it's a bonus act, if it's just a regular action, a reaction, or a bonus action. And
It does. Yeah, I just saw that. Sorry.
Yeah, and I don't know, Jack, about your class, so I'm gonna just trust you to tell us what's going on. And any color commentary on what you cast is awesome.
Yeah.
But I mean, so how this all kind of played out is Alaric was reaching over to kind of grab you and pull you out as Strahd was saying that stuff. Strahd turned around and just kind of walked down the path out of your view once he said, enjoy the festivities. The other druids that had been chanting and kind of causing this ritual moved inside of the circle and are now in awe of their creation that just burst forth, the picture that I shared with you guys. And that towering, massive just thing now is standing in the middle of these circles, just looking right down at you, Juniper, and Alaric is kind of behind you, and then the rest of the group is back behind the circle.
All right, so Juniper is kind of still right next to, I think it's Ulrich. So she is going to kind
It's
of.
Alaric. He gets really mad if you
Alaric.
say it wrong.
Sorry.
Just letting you know. No, it's fine. He just gets like super mad.
All right, so she is going to cast Enhance Ability on him, and she is going to give him Bear's Endurance. So he has advantage on Constitution checks and also gains 2d6 temporary hit points.
Ooh, nice.
I think you roll it. So 2d.
I don't care who does, but usually it's who's casting the ability does, but whoever wants to do it is fine by me. It's roll 20. Will's still going to be mad at whatever the results are and think it's close. So.
Hey,
No, it's only
last session was good. I had some good rolls.
Good.
I think Dan picked.
Okay, I'll do 10.
There you
So
go.
that's gonna last for an hour.
That's a good roll.
So now you'll be.
Yeah, it's on D&D Beyond. You should be able to add those. Yep.
Now you have Bear's Endurance on top of Recklessly and Ending. And
Anything else, Juniper? Amber?
Sticks her tongue out at the effigy, and that's it.
Love it. All right, Deckard, you have been kind of behind the scenes, making sure Irina's okay, kind of watching all this go down. It all happened so fast. Strahd came in, and then these druids were doing their thing, and then suddenly this creature just exploded out of nowhere. What would you like to do?
So is like anything.
Did he freeze or?
I don't know. I think so. Or he's really pensive right now.
I think we lost.
That was cool.
That was cool. What happened?
You look
I
very
don't know.
impressive.
And Apple can't make devices.
thanks, Steve Jobs.
So, yeah, has anything like shown itself to be hostile at this point? This is why I struggle with initiative, because like I know technically we're in combat, but like I don't know that anything has attacked us yet. Right?
No, but this 30-foot tall like plant monster like looked at his like summoners and then looked at you guys and is lunging forward.
Yeah, don't get all crocus on us now. Like, well, what did they really do to us?
got
You
it.
know, like. Do the thing. Right, do the things.
I-
That's it.
I mean, can I
Do the
speak
thing.
to animals and talk to the plant creature?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
He was doing that on purpose.
But
I
maybe
hope
he
so.
doesn't want to hurt us, guys.
Oh my god. You doing so well.
Go up to it and shake his hand.
Here, hang on. So yeah, I will.
So I want to clarify that the ring of stone rocks that kind of circle this place are 10 foot tall.
How tall is this?
30.
Okay.
Can Deckard climb those? Is he able to?
He could.
Yeah, that's no fun though.
I mean, I'm
Correct.
saying-
Yeah, there's a 25-foot opening right where you're at, Alara.
Okay. I'm just saying, even if he's 30 feet tall, I can still shoot over the wall, right?
You could try to headshot him, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. You got a trajectory. I don't remember my trigonometry enough, but I'm going to assume that you can hit them from where you're at.
Okay.
But melee wise and stuff like that, you'll have to move in through the opening, or climb the rock wall. But those rock walls, as a reminder, are getting pelted with the lightning strikes.
Okay. So, yeah. Deckard grabs his heavy crossbow off his back and kind of swings it out, and it just bursts into flames. And Deckard winces, in pain, but then steadies it and just fires right for the head of this animal.
This is
When you
quality
light that thing,
content.
you wince in pain, you said?
Yeah.
This is the shit I pay to see. This is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's right.
Hang on, I gotta. How do I? Here we go. Yeah. So I shoot him. Sorry, I'm.
Happy look out.
Freaking Roll20, man. Why doesn't their stuff work on an iPad? What? Do they have fourth graders that work at Roll20? Using freaking that kids programming language?
Logo?
What's the other one with the cat? With the puzzle pieces? Forget the name of it. It's for kids. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so... First roll, sorry. So, my first roll was a 13. My attack roll. I accidentally rolled twice. First roll was a 13.
Okay. Your first to hit roll was a 13,
Right,
and you're shooting at this big plant creature.
right.
Okay. With your bolt.
Yeah, so the bolt, flaming bolt shoots out.
It goes wide. It misses.
Okay. Do you want me to roll again, or can my second roll serve as my extra attack? I'll roll again.
Yeah, roll again.
Dude,
13.
hacking again.
Yeah, so both of your shots miss. It's just everything's happening so fast, and you're way in the backfield there. You don't have a good position, and you miss. One of the yeah, I know, right? One of the druids that summoned this thing in the background here. You see him as he realizes that he has to protect his construction now, and that there's a fight going on. He puts his hands together and says a couple words. As you see, the little bit of his arms and face that are exposed from his cloaks suddenly turn to a wooden kind of texture. All right, Spargo, your turn.
I think that's bark skin.
Yeah.
Look at you, veteran D&D player over here. Only 35 sessions in, and
It's in every RPG, bark skin, right? I played the 5th, sir. Thank you.
no, we had that in the last session with the druid
Yeah.
that was in the winery. You knew
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
and you
well,
called it out then too.
Dan was like, "How'd you know that?"
Right.
He was. That's right.
I'm gonna.
Come on, light these bitches up, Sparkle. Let's do this.
Yeah. Can I see? Can I see that little bastard next to the walking tree construct?
Juniper?
I'm gonna say that you have a good line of sight. Oop. Where's the tool on
I can
this?
shimmy over a little bit, but
That's the light him up.
You have a good line of sight on this one. But otherwise, your height and everything, you can just barely see the top of the big tree construct, and then this druid over here.
but that's pretty far apart, right? This is like 100-foot square or circle, right? You said.
Yeah, it's 250 feet around. Every square is like 25 feet, but so this is you're 275 feet from that druid there.
It's like
All
Yankee
right,
Stadium.
I'm going to go right for the melon of the construct, and I'm going to launch a fireball.
At the big bitch?
All right,
Right,
all right, all right.
That's the
Let's
big
do
bitch.
it.
All right, let's do it.
So he needs to make a.
Dan, how many hit points does the big guy have?
He's got to make
X.
a dex.
X. Just trying to fool him.
All right. So it's a dex savings throw on what? What's the
16.
16. All right. He missed.
Good. That's preferred.
That's preferred.
You missed, Sparkle?
No.
Oh. Oh. Whoa! Easy there, Crocus. Wow.
Hey Google, what's X minus 24?
I don't suppose it's flammable. You being wood and all.
Yeah, I mean, that should be bonus damage. Can we challenge the DM on that one? Or?
It ignites flammable objects.
Yeah, he's made out of wood.
You guys, so Spargle, like as low as he is and as tall as those like 10-foot walls are, and all you see is this creature's head kind of just peeking out of the top. You manage to just thread one right in that right spot, and the fireball hits him straight in the skull, and he kind of reels back like it's gonna fall, and it shakes its head a couple times, and you do see little things kind of burning, but the like sort of more or organic, more softer sort of material of it. It goes out. It doesn't catch, but it seems to like really fuck it up pretty good. But it shakes it off, and then the cinders and ash sort of just go out as it now. You hear it kind of like make a growling kind of sound, and you see its arms, what were arms, now start to like fragment into like vines and roots that start to like spread out in many directions and start to circle around the group.
Dude.
Anything else?
I don't like that.
I'll use my bonus action. Wait, let me make sure I keep up my. I'm gonna use a bonus action to. Oh, I can't. I can't use a bonus action to cast another thing, right?
I mean, if it's a spell that only requires a bonus action.
Okay. I'll cast Expeditious Retreat. It makes me fast. It's basically like my bonus action is an extra dash.
Spell allows you to move at an incredible pace when you cast a spell, and then as a bonus action on each of your turns, you can take so you can take the dash action for 10 minutes, but you have to concentrate on it.
Yeah.
So that's what you want to concentrate on?
Yeah.
And use your spell slot on? Okay. All right. Thoradin, it's your turn.
I would like to move up towards the stone.
Okay.
So I have 25 movement, so that would be
25.
Yeah, it's one square. Yeah, go ahead and move a full square.
All right, and then can I use a dash?
You can
Again?
move. You can use your action to double move.
Can I do that to get up the rock?
You want to try to climb over the rock?
Can I Misty Step on the rock? Can I do that onto the rock?
Onto the top of the rock?
Yeah.
You can.
I would like to Misty Step onto the rock diagonal to me. Can I do that, or no? Is that?
Yeah, so you can go 30 feet. So I would say, again, I suck at trigonometry, but I would say 25 feet, 10 foot up. Yeah, you could move where you wanted to be and be on top of that rock.
Right there.
Yeah. And I'm not doing this on purpose, but... Yep. 1 second.
Hit me with lightning. I want to get hit.
So lightning is striking around you, but you do not get hit by it.
Yes.
All right,
How
and you're now
badass is this?
So Thoradin like ran forward, and then he was holding his holy symbol and like chanted a couple things, and then all of a sudden he just kind of like popped up to the top of the rocks, and he's now standing on top of that. You look down, you see the small little forest gnome right below this massive tree creature. Anything else you can do?
Misty Step is cool.
It is. That's really it. I can't really. Hunter's Mark. Maybe I could do Hunter's Mark.
Well, that's another. You already took
wait.
your bonus
Yeah,
action.
I already
with
used Misty Step. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
I'm done. Thank you.
All right, so this massive creature in front of you all, he now it moves forward, kind of in the middle here. And it takes one of its long sort of branches reaches out, like swings out and swings at Thoradin. 26 to hit.
That hits, sir.
This is bludgeoning damage.
He knows it. That's the funny thing.
I
Well,
know.
26. 20. Does 26 hit you, Thoradin?
This motherfucker's got my sheet right in front of him too. He knows.
It does 21 bludgeoning damage to you.
Oh my god. Damn. I'm gonna light this motherfucker up. I'm telling you that right now.
It swings at Juniper. 13 to hit.
Whoa. He's got AoE? He can hit two
I think
people?
her AC is actually 13.
Her AC is 13.
Yeah. So it hits.
I don't know. Ponch, who did you cast the bark skin on? Oh, it was on Arena.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. So, yeah, Amber, that's a hit. And that is 10 damage.
How much damage was mine, Dan? I'm sorry. 20. you said?
26, I think.
23.
And then you see the bottom part of this tree construct like stomp both of its legs into the ground, and you see roots kind of like traveling, like just in and out, like almost like a serpent in and out of water, traveling along the dirt. And one of them tries to like snaggle. Actually, two of them come around you, Alaric. A 23 and a 25 to hit.
Damn, stop rolling those good dice. Use your white one.
Yeah, here's the problem. We need to destroy the staff here, not back at the winery.
Yeah, but those horses were screaming, man.
That staff being destroyed would wreck this dude.
Okay, so Alaric, you become grappled by these
Vines.
vines. So you're like all entangled and lifted up off the ground by a set of these vines. And then and then the vines themselves kind of like form these thorn-like kind of teeth that like bite into both sides of your rib cage. And right, you're stuck in the house. Yeah, so you take 9 bludgeoning damage and are grappled.
Can you blade storm out? Yeah.
Okay, and it's your turn, Alaric. Yes, you're grappled now. You're grappled, but also suspended in air by these huge vine-like kind of arms of this creature.
You can use. Can't you ungrapple?
Tell me what you want to try to do. So your speed 0, you can't move. You have to try to free yourself somehow.
I can come for you.
Yep. Absolutely. Totally. You can either try to just you can just try to strength yourself out of it, or you can try to chop the vines away. Or whatever else you think you can do. All right, cool.
I like that move.
Go ahead and roll your attack. You're attacking the roots that are grappling you. Okay. Yep. The roots are about 4 inches wide. All right, go ahead and roll your damage. Yep. I don't know those. And so yeah, you swing with your greatsword and you cleave through the vines and you land on the ground. I thought that was an 8. I thought you rolled. What was that 1d? Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. Roll. Gotcha. Yeah, no. Roll your damage. Your first attack hit. Sorry, I thought that was your damage. 13 damage. Same result. You cleave through the vine and land on the ground. Can you do another attack? No. Okay. This. This druid, this other druid here in the corner, moves forward towards Juniper, and then takes this dumb little twig it has in its hand and smacks it on the ground, and it suddenly like pops into like this bigger stick with a bunch of like spikes and stuff on it, and then it kind of like it readies itself to attack Juniper. Ragnar, but it's still about 20 feet away. Ragnar, you're way in the background. You've seen all this kind of go on. What would you like to do?
So, how close can I get to where Alaric was if I use like dash or action surge or whatever?
You can move 2 squares this turn if that's all you're doing.
So can I go to where Alaric is and kind of inspect those vines?
Yeah, you can move to the right square of him. I would say is probably
so
about the
like
closest you can get.
right here.
Yep. Yeah, that's good.
So I want to ask, what do the remnants of the vines look like, and are there any long lengths of them?
Yeah, you find a because it was a good 8-10 foot sort of stretch of material that got chopped off when he put his great sword through it, and it looks like it's a perfect combination of like plant and animal. You know, it's sap that's oozing out is very blood-like, but otherwise it's like a piece of chopped off branch.
Okay, so if this is like a question that I'm not allowed to ask or you can answer, then just don't. But would I, based on looking at this vine, would I say that it's stronger than the rope I have in my pack?
Make a survival check.
I don't know how that works. What am I doing here?
Just a d20, and your survival is
Wisdom.
+5.
I'm looking real quick.
Is that what that is on the bottom?
Yep. Yeah, you got a good survival check, so it's
All right, so
+5.
D20 +5.
So you did 5d20. You want to do a d20 +5.
Oh, I'm ahead.
All right, Crocus. Guy still did it like 15 sessions in.
All right,
So that's a 16. Yeah, so you could tell that this is much stronger than a common piece of rope.
Okay, so I'm gonna pick up the longest length of the vine, and since I probably can't do anything else, I'm gonna hand it to Alaric, and I'm just kind of thinking like, hey Alaric, I think we try a little Empire Strikes Back with this vine here. What do you think? And then I wink. I'm like, oh, rapid legs.
But
We'll wrap it around his big legs. Try to trip him up, maybe.
I dig it. Thanks. Thanks, Matt.
R.I.P. Crocus.
All right, so Ragnar, is there anything else you're doing with that at this point, or just kind of setting up Alaric?
I don't think I don't have anything. I don't think I have anything left, so I'm gonna just hang out here and wait to get it.
All right.
Does 166 hit?
All right, so this other druid that was in the back, he kind of moves forward. You see him muttering something, and then suddenly his legs start moving, kind of like blur, like in a blur, like as he's walking and he's chanting something, and then you see him like his legs kind of like just move in a blur, and then he runs like inhumanly fast and gets up real close to Juniper.
Like
And
Sonic the
Juniper-
Hedgehog, right?
Right. Juniper, it's your turn.
All right. So Juniper has been having a really shitty day. She got tied up to this wicker thing with dirt. She's turned into a goat. Her neck hurts. She just got 10 points of damage, which is a good bit of her health torn out of her. So she's pretty pissed off at this point. And she's reaching her hands up towards the sky, and she's doing all kinds of jazz fingers and like sparkly things. And all of a sudden, the storm that's going on around you guys starts looking a little bit like the lightning's getting a bit more controlled in one specific area. And then it strikes down by where the giant dirt monster and one of the druids is. And give me just a second. It's my first time using this. They both have to make a dex save.
They're not great at that.
Yeah, he's made of fucking wood.
All right.
Adam does have great calves. Oh my god. He's got like Mongolian calves.
What are Mongolian calves?
You ever see the Mongols ride horses?
So the tree creature
no.
thing only got a 6, and the druid got an 18.
Okay, so the druid passes. Creature takes 3d10 lightning damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one.
Nice.
Get
And
him, babe.
the storm is now under my control, and I get to use a bonus action every turn to do another 1d10 damage.
Awesome.
Oh wow, that's heavy DPS right
That's
there.
awesome. So yeah, so this big raging storm that's been circling all around you guys, suddenly a section of it just becomes sort of localized, and this tiny little forest gnome seems to be controlling it as a huge arc of it hits the tree creature right where Spargle hit it with a fireball, just in the same spot. Go ahead and roll that damage, and then I'll just take half of that for the druid.
See?
I don't remember what you said. 4d10? Is that what you said?
It's 3d10.
Ponch looks like he passed out in his chair, but he didn't. Oh no! Stay like that. It's kind of fun. That's funny. Yeah.
So
Uh,
20.
My chair's all fucked up.
Yeah, I have a bad.
20. Okay, so 20. Okay, so the
Wait, in stormy conditions, when casting it, I get an additional 1d10.
Yeah,
it
there
is
you go.
super stormy. So go ahead and roll the
Crank
D10.
it up.
25.
Nice.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Hell
So
yeah,
you
sister.
see again the top of the tree creature just gets shredded with just sparks flying and splinters of wood going everywhere. But the druid, who seemed to like kind of anticipate it and kind of move out of the way, still takes a pretty good amount of damage. And he kind of like almost does a 180. And you see his whole left arm is sort of limp down to his side. He looks really fucked up.
Is he having a stroke?
It's close.
Oh.
Anything else you can do?
I don't. You know what, Juniper? Are they gonna get an AOP if I move back?
If you right now you are in the area of opportunity, yes.
Okay. No, I'm not gonna move.
Okay. Deckard, it's your
Here
turn.
we go. This is the shit I pay for right here. I
Right.
fucking love it. Let's go.
Where I'm sitting here
on the behind the bench.
watching people call lightning down and like there's all kinds of magic going on. I feel like Batman in like Justice League, where like everybody's doing cool shit and he's shooting a grappling hook at people. Although I do have a flaming crossbow, so I guess that's cool. So yeah, I'm going to this little turd druid next to the tree guy with the broken arm or whatever. We're gonna snipe him real quick.
You might need. Let me see. I don't want to be a dick about it, but you might need to kind of position a little bit to get a line of sight.
So I'm gonna move right there
Yeah, that works.
and roll. What'd I roll?
17. That's a
17.
hit. That's a hit.
So I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna roll my weapon damage first, and then I'll roll the fire damage.
Okay.
So 5 damage from the arrow itself.
Okay.
And then 3 fire damage.
So it's a bolt or arrow?
It's a bolt. Oh, and
bolt.
real quick, I didn't add my modifiers, so +5 to the arrow damage. So 10 damage from the arrow.
Before the fire damage?
Yeah.
Okay. So the arrow kind of hits, and it hits him right like next to the sternum, enough to like spin him around, and he like flails around to the ground. You can tell he's dead before he hits the ground, but then as he hits the ground, his sort of cloak and everything just sort of smolders as he lays there dead.
Nice.
Nice.
So you guys got one down.
All right. Which one is that one, Dan?
The one that was the one that got hit by lightning by Juniper is and then got just fucking toasted by a big bolt through the chest.
Cool.
And then I'm gonna shoot the tree dude.
The big bitch? Yeah, get him.
Yeah, with a another bolt here. 22 to hit.
That's a hit. That's a big hit.
So
27 hit.
8 damage from the bolt itself. And 5 fire damage.
Okay. Hits him, kind of chunks another piece of him off, and he just sort of like makes a weird noise as he kind of like twists around. Yeah, exactly what Matt just did.
I work for fucking Blizzard.
Anything else,
Really?
Will?
And that's it.
All right. Let's see. So this druid back here, this one back in the corner, kind of moves up. He saw his friend drop down. He just kind of runs forward, does a double dash to try to get to the other side of the battlefield here for a second. Spargle, it's your turn.
How's the big tree looking, by the way? Is it look beat up?
He's gotten hit a bunch of times, and chunks of things have come off him, but he's so huge, it's really hard to tell. He doesn't look. He looks fine.
It's hard to tell. You know how good he is. You know his health.
Yeah.
Don't you lie to me, DM.
On a scale of 1 to 700, he's like 650.
Oh,
man.
God.
No, I'm kidding. Fighting Tiamat.
So, when he was attacking, like Alark and
Juniper?
Yeah, Juniper. Did he hit? He was attacking a couple times, right?
Yeah, you saw branches swinging around and roots coming out.
All right, I'm gonna try. I probably should just burn him, but I'm gonna try to cast slow on it.
Okay.
So he'll need to do a Wisdom save 16.
Okay.
And what it means is he doesn't have any bonus actions or action. He can do one or the other. And he can only do, even if he does just an attack, he can only do, well, tell me if it passes first.
He got a 17.
Some bitch. Never mind.
On my white dice, too.
Fuck. All right. Well, that would have been cool. He wouldn't have multiple attacks. In other words.
Gotcha. So you broke your concentration on Expeditious Retreat. He actually didn't have multiple attacks either. He had. Well, I guess he had multi-attack. Yeah, that would have been a good move, but he rolled a 17.
I thought you might.
You always have an extra attack. Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I thought at a certain level, but.
Okay, that's all I got.
All right, Thornton, your turn.
All right, so I'm 10 feet on this rock, right? Like 10 feet above the ground.
Yep.
And-
you're standing.
and Rind-
you're
and-
yep. You're about
And
halfway
Rindalwall
up on
is
the thing.
about 30 feet tall, right?
Yep. You're about, with your height, you're at like his belly button level right here.
If I was to run and jump off of this stone, would I be able to land on this creature and start fucking stabbing at him?
Do you get multiple attacks?
I do.
I would get, because that sounds so fucking cool. I would give you the option of jumping off the top of that cairn and taking your 2 attacks, but you're going to be on top of this guy at that point. But I dig it.
Yeah, I would like to position myself like towards his back. I probably don't have much of a choice with what's going on, how fast combat is, but you let me know how much wiggle room I have with that.
Yeah, you're on his left flank. He's kind of turned towards Juniper and Alaric and Ragnar at this point, so you can at least hit his left side as he's twisted.
Get on his left shoulder.
All right,
Kinda
so
like the-
I think the shoulder would be high. What, honey?
So I kind of love the mental visual of like the dwarf launching himself at this dirt creature.
Right.
Hell yeah.
With Talon glowing, I dig it.
Yeah. So Thoradin backs up on the rock. How wide is it about, would you say, at the top?
Do you need the human to toss you?
5 feet across.
So he backs up, and then he runs. Ah! And he jumps, and he grabs onto this fucking creature. This wooden creature. And he takes out fucking Talon. And,
This is great.
Love it.
So he holds up the sword and it glows like more than usual, but it's like a bright golden light. And this is what's known as Divine Smite.
Now, are you using it? Are you also using it two-handed and your shield's behind you, or are you shield and sword?
Well, I would have to assume that for me to grab a hold of this dude, I probably needed both of my hands, so I probably had to drop my shield.
I mean, I'm cool with you just like taking 2 hands and jumping out with your legs around him and hacking at him.
All right, so then it's a two-handed attack. Then we'll say no shield.
right.
So
All
my
right.
armor class, I'm going to unequip my shield then, just to keep this on the up and up. So my armor class is a bit lower, but that's okay. So, Divine Smite, when you hit with a melee weapon, you can expend 1 spell slot to deal 2d8 extra radiant damage to the target. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. So
Smite away, man.
So I'm gonna attack for a hit. I'll do my hit dice. So it's a 20 plus 7. So I got Talon and I try and drive it into like his flank as it's glowing. Rolling the dice. Oh shit. Oh jeez. Oh boy. Sorry guys. Sorry.
150 does not hit.
Is that, sorry. All right.
Sorry.
This is it. I got it now. 11.
11 misses. So your first attack kind of chunks into his shoulder and misses. Roll again for your second attack.
So does that count as a spell slot? No, because it didn't hit. Right?
No,
For
it's
the-
on
Right,
hit.
It's
right.
on the hit. Okay.
You have to
Good.
get a hit first, and then you decide to do that. That's a big hit. That one sinks through.
All right, chunking them down. Let's do it.
So it's a D10 plus 4 plus your Divine Smite.
Okay, D10 plus 4. So that's the base damage. Is the D10 plus 4. So it's
it's a 10, and then Divine Smite is 2d8 radiant damage. 2d8. All right, 18 damage.
Nice.
So that sinks in, and then there's you miss with the, or you hit with the first one, it doesn't seem to go in. The second swing though, as you're got your legs wrapped around this thing's like neck, goes real deep into like the side of his neck, and then you kind of invoke that you just like shout out that sort of divine sort of invocation as this burst of holy energy comes out of its neck. It looks like it's about half dead at this point.
All right.
And its head wriggles about, like writhes about, and as it kind of, you hear this like screaming kind of sound, and it reaches out to Thornton and Juniper with these tentacle kind of arms.
Wait, Dan, real quick. Is he attacking?
Yeah.
Come on, stupid iPad. So, if I can, I want to use one of my abilities to impose disadvantage.
Sure. What is it?
It is. How close am I? How close am I to that dude?
You're still pretty far away. Because again, these are like you're 100 some feet away.
Oh, I am.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, never mind.
Okay,
Sure.
never mind.
I need to be within 60 feet. Sorry, I was gonna try and help you guys.
It's all good, brother.
Okay, so Matt, that's a 20 to hit,
That's a hit.
and Juniper, it's an 18 to hit, and that is to be grappled. So you don't take any initial damage, but you are now, if that hit both of you, you are both now twisted. That this thing has these like long vine-like things twisted around you, and you're both grappled.
Well, I'm a tavern brawler, so he's gonna have a hard time with this dwarf.
He's also going to then swing at both of you, just because you're the only ones close. On a 9 on Juniper,
Doesn't hit.
which is not a hit, and a 17 on Thornton.
Oh, it just hits because I got rid of my shield, you fat fuck. Oh, I'm such an idiot.
And that's kind of a bigger hit.
So is he
swinging
Maybe.
while he's on his body?
He's got me grappled and he's like slapping me.
Yeah, right. So there's all these like branches and twigs and stuff. So he's got you wrapped with vines, and then he's like smacking you with his free
Like Dr. Octopus.
twig
Think
thing.
Dr. Octopus.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
got me like locked up with one of his fucking things, and then he's just slapping me
So
with
it's-
his hands.
15 damage to you, Thor.
Oh boy, okay.
All right, we need the cavalry in here.
Alaric.
Big boy. Rager?
Oh, right. Correct. They're actually off the ground. They're lifted off the ground in these vines from this creature. They're like grappled around him.
I'm picturing in Lord of the Rings when the Watcher grabs the hobbitses in the water in front of Moria, and they're like all like,
I'm picturing that too.
yeah. 15,
It's
15,
30
20?
feet tall, about 20 to 30 feet. Kind of like flat. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, because he's got these like flailing like arm things holding your two little friends like puppets.
You can help by hacking this motherfucker down. That's what you can do.
Yes.
Aren't you like 8 feet tall?
If you're not going to use the vine, give it back.
Yeah, oh, totally.
Get his Achilles heel.
Yeah, you could like jump above his knee and start hacking at his thigh.
Stop it with the butt.
Yeah.
Too much meat. Let's get his innards. Let's get his legs.
Ew.
Are you raging?
Cut his Achilles, and he'll never.
Oh,
walk again.
yes, yes.
Oh, easy hit. Totally.
Cut him up. Cut him up.
Wait, so that was your attack or your damage? Okay.
Big money, big money.
All right. And second one?
Come on, big money, big money. Oh, well, you didn't by accident, so maybe Dan will give you it now. Well, okay, fair enough. Oh. Shit. It's not a hit.
All right. That second one misses.
Nice! Dan, are you muted?
Oh, sorry. Yep. That was a hit. And all right. Okay. So this thing, it actually buckles to one knee. And you see it just sort of, it's sort of like starting to fall. It's still holding Thornton and Juniper up, you know, kind of like dangling them in its arms, but it is fallen to one knee. At that, when this druid over here that had kind of like rolled up and did its bark skin thing, you see him start running.
What a pussy.
Ragnar, your turn.
Okay, so can I get here and attack?
Yeah, you can get. Yeah, it's because I wanted you guys to have your own squares, but you could get into the same square as Thoradin or as Alaric and be in range of the creature.
Okay. I'm kind of quibbling between whether I want to attack it or if I want to try my trick with the vine. But I don't think I have enough movement to get all the way around this thing. So I'm gonna go for the leg. You said he was down to like kind of buckling a little bit to one knee.
Yeah. As much as of a knee as you would see, it seemed to like
bendy as he could
half of it kind of like buckled over as it's still flailing around, but yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna charge up I don't like that I'm missing out on all the action. So I'm gonna just go for that leg.
All right.
Take a big hack at that leg.
Sweet. What's your bonus? You have to have a plus on that, right?
Yeah, what's the one that you add to it? I don't remember.
Let's see. If you under your actions, so you get a +7 with Shatter Spike if you're one-handing it, +5 if you're two-handing. Or wait, no, a +8 to hit.
Okay.
So that's a 19. So yeah, you easily Shatter Spike comes down and goes right through the one leg it has up yet. And go ahead and roll your damage. Since you have your shield still.
Yes.
So it's a D8 +7 for the damage.
Huh.
10.
Yep.
Okay. So you take a huge chunk out of like right where it's like the one leg it had still up, its knee. You take a chunk out of its knee and you realize that like half its knee is gone. Like you put another chunk through that and that thing's going to be like, have you ever watched Monty Python with the Black Knight? You're like, this guy's like that now. He's like, I gotta fight you. He's like, yeah, one more chunk and he's going to be like he's going to be like,
I don't know if
half
I have
his
like
height.
bonus actions or anything.
Well, you get an extra attack, right? I mean, you get
that's
2
right.
attacks per turn.
Okay. I'll take another swing at this guy. I'm gonna try to get through that knee.
Yeah, Derek Rose him. Do it.
So at your level, you can attack twice anytime you take the attack action. So you're taking the attack action, you always get a second attack. And then you also have an action surge, which you can take once per short rest, which is you taking a whole additional action.
All right, so I'm gonna try to take the knee out. So I'm taking a shot at this knee. I'm gonna look up at Thoradin, who's wriggling around in the vines. I'm gonna be like,
Don't worry, laddie. I'll get you out of here.
Help me! I don't like being grabbed by this guy. Oh wow.
"Oh Christ!"
And you do that, and you swing around, and you totally whiff, and you land on your back. And that's
Can I
that.
do the action surge?
Nope, that's the end of your turn.
I'm done.
Oh no, your action. You could still take your action surge. Yeah.
Can I use that for an attack, or do I gotta run away? Or?
Yeah. No, you can do whatever you can take another action.
I'll try to redeem myself.
So you like stand up, like all kind of embarrassed and looking at your friends and everything, and you grab your sword, like hoping nobody saw it, and you go to swing again.
Fall again.
And you got it too.
What a
Oh my
dick.
god.
What a
Oh.
jerk.
That's it.
That's
And
All
legendary.
right. So that druid was dead. Juniper, it's your turn. You've seen all your friends kind of come in, or all your new friends come in, jumping over your shoulder. You get these dwarves are coming out of nowhere. Some of them are hitting them. Some of them are falling on their back. You don't know what the hell is going on, but you're standing right in front of this creature who's now almost on his knees in front of you.
Wait,
which is
she's
still-
not grappled? I thought she was grappled.
I am grappled, yeah.
Oh yeah, you're still grappled, but he's the creature that's grappling you is now like dropped down to like 15 feet to 30, and he's like right in your face.
Okay, so 2 questions. First, can I cast spells while grappled?
I believe so. Let's see. Yeah, you should be able to. The only thing would be if it's like a bunch of
If we ask
somatic.
Doug, he's watching the stream, right?
I'd say you can.
Okay. And
You're
the
just
second
kind of
question is-
you can't move basically out of that square, but you can move your hands and do a thing.
All right. And the number for spell attack, should I be adding that to the things that I attack with? Should I be doing that? 'Cause I have +6 to spell attack, and I
So in the dice roller on roll 20, hon,
Uh-huh.
you can go to advanced dice roller,
okay.
and then you can, and under advanced roll, you can pick how many rolls, the number, the dice, the side of the dice, and then the modifier.
Okay.
So
Yeah, so any spell that like has an actual attack roll, like a hit roll, you add that +6.
Okay, so Juniper sees that the creature that has her currently is kind of going down already, and she's interested in attacking that druid that's running away currently, because they
Okay.
tied her up and they put her on a dirt monster. So she's attacking them. There will be no survivors.
So there's anger. There's anger there.
Oh wait, I shouldn't have rolled that first. I should have rolled d20 to hit.
All right, so you hit that one. Which one are you hitting? This one that's trying to
The
get
one
out of
that's running
the
away, yeah.
that one? Yep. Okay.
So does 17 hits?
Yeah. Yep.
All right, and then 31.
That's
Well,
a
you
big
hit it with
bitch.
what? What was that you hit it with?
31.
No, but what were you doing?
Oh, the thunder, call thunder, I think.
Oh, right. So yeah. So this one druid's like it sees its creation, its thing that it's dedicated its whole life to building, and it's pled to its Lord Strahd to summon, and then minutes later, this tiny little goat turned into this tiny little person. And then this bolt of lightning just comes through and literally just disintegrates this druid as it's fucking running away. Like just a puff of just fucking smoke and just completely obliterated.
Back to the earth, asshole.
You're a
Revenge is
vindictive
the
one,
coward.
huh? You're a nasty bitch.
Can you do anything else?
Dude, no, that's all I got. That is my action.
All right.
Because I'm grappled.
So from way in the backfield, suddenly you guys hear Irina go, "We got this, guys. We got this." and out of nowhere, this rusty, shitty javelin comes flying over the top of the wall, and it lands right in the center of this winter splinter tree creature.
Did you roll a 20?
I rolled a 15 plus her modifier. It doesn't kill it, but the spear sticks in the head of this creature as it sort of like continues to like reel back. Now it has this rusty
loose, right?
it has this rusty javelin sticking. I said, no, it's still holding on to Thoradin for whatever reason. And Deckard, it's your turn. Now you saw this one. You saw this little gnome has kind of like focused the storm around the battlefield and just literally disintegrated one of the druids, fucked up the big tree creature. Irina even chucked a javelin and it's sticking out of this thing. You definitely have the upper hand at this point. There's a druid cowering on the east side of the battlefield, but this plant creature is ready to just drop.
Okay. Nope, I don't know why it's moving Spargle and me.
It could be I fuck up roll 20 shit.
Here we go. No, it's a stupid iPad on roll 20. So I'm gonna move up a little bit, like in Spargle's spot. So like, let's just pretend I'm in Spargle's spot.
Cool.
And I'm going to just walking, like while walking, I start firing my crossbow at this dude.
I love it. Just like walking forward, just pew, pew.
Yeah, and I've been using my heavy crossbow, so I just have this two-handed, giant, well-crafted flaming crossbow. And did that roll?
Hey Adam, check Slack.
Did anything roll? There we go. So 20 to hit.
I didn't get it. But okay, I'll take your word for it.
Did not, here.
No, nope, there it comes. Yep, 10 plus 10.
Yes.
So you hit it with your first crossbow.
I just rolled, so 8 damage from the bolt.
All right, so that bolt, as it sort of rips through, its whole one arm just falls to the ground. Like its whole trunk of it falls to the ground, like lops off from that bolt coming through it. It's barely just sort of like swaying side to side.
Cool. And then the fire damage is 5.
And then after its arm falls off, the flames just sort of spread throughout the rest of it as it just stops fighting. It lets go of Juniper and the others as it just sort of sways and then collapses dead.
Nice.
Nice. And then what I'm
This-
gonna do?
This
is-
druid here,
Hang on.
it looks like she's about to shit her pants.
I love it. So here's what's gonna happen. So once that thing dies, hang on. Where is it?
And that druid, like as you're contemplating your next move, you hear her say something like, "This shouldn't happen. The Dark Lord will protect us."
So the druid yells that when he says that.
Yeah, as soon as that big guy drops, this last druid, who's all by herself, surrounded by all these, there's this lightning storm above her. There's this guy shooting the fuck out of her winter spear. She's just like, "This shouldn't happen. The Dark Lord said this wouldn't happen."
So you see, I don't do this in camera. Like you see, Deckard when this thing dies, he kind of holds his crossbow down to his side, and then takes his other hand and like holds it out, and you see like this red, this black smoke with this red tint to it. These like red streaks start swirling down his arm. And then it swirls down and it pools in his hand. And then he closes it. And then when he closes it shut, you see the same black smoke with this red tint to it, like wrap around the creature.
The last druid, or the dead creature, or the druid.
The dead creature.
Okay.
Using my reaction, and I'm using my blood curse of the fallen puppet. And suddenly, this creature reanimates and attacks the druid.
Are you fucking with us right now?
No.
That's pretty sweet.
Wait a minute. All right, you gotta send me how this works, so I make sure I don't make it too exaggerated.
Hang on. Shoot. I'm not in Slack.
All right, no, I got it.
Okay.
No. I found it, dude. Exactly what Will just said. So as this massive 30-foot tall creature is just crumbling to the ground, and you guys are ready to celebrate, and this druid is like, "Oh, I'm fucked." The creature itself just almost the falling winter spear is what it was called, winter splinter. Like
Wait, Dan, real
drops
quick
it-
before you do this, I want to note that the druid said that. Oh wait, no, never mind. I thought he said that the Dark Lord would save them,
Yeah,
but then I was thinking that she said that their little creature would save them. Never mind. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
but still same difference, right? She was like, "No, the Dark Lord said he promised we would, if we did this, we would be immortal or whatever, in delusion she had." And as this creature's going down, her horror is magnified as the creature props itself back up for one killing blow, which actually comes down as this vine-like arm just decapitates this last druid, as literally seconds after she says it, and her eyes are just abject horror and confusion as the battlefield goes dead.
This got really macabre.
And that was it. That's it. You guys
All right.
wipe
That's
this
the big
thing out.
match. Down.
For now, I'm sorry this went a little later, but you guys have conquered Yester Hill. You've killed Winterspear.
Level. Nice.
The druids of Yester Hill are dead, and yes, level 7.
Yes. Yes.
Everybody is level
Nice.
7.
It's been a year since you leveled.
Yeah. Great job. Awesome fight. We're going to cut it off here. But I will say that where Strahd headed off towards the background, towards that wall of mist, there is, you guys, as you look down, Juniper, from your view, as you look down the hill, you see, I'm gonna uncover this for you, assuming that you're gonna explain to the others. You see a path that leads down, and you see this large obsidian black tree in a little grove at the bottom of the hill that you now notice after everything is sort of faded. The lightning strikes and all that has also faded. Alaric, I sent you a thing. I don't know if you heard me. You got that? That's what we're going to pick up next session. So great job, guys. Level 7. We got Amber at least for another session. We'll pick up right here. But nice job. Irina is super excited that she threw her rusty javelin that you guys gave her.
That was good.
And that was a huge boss fight as far as what you guys have done so far, and one of the milestone sort of accomplishments in the whole Curse of Strahd campaign.
That thing's really cool looking.
Oh, the picture of Winter Splinter.
That construct thing, that is really cool looking.
Well, there were a million different ways this could have went. If you decided not to come confront it now, it'll be a fun retrospect to kind of see how things would have went. But you guys played that super well.
How easy would it have been if we had the staff and destroyed it there?
It wouldn't have destroyed him. It would not have destroyed him. So you were okay. I'm not going to spoil anything about what the staff could have been otherwise, but for this fight, I think you guys played it really well.
What if I had destroyed the effigy like I wanted to before we freed the goat?
That would have shortcutted a whole lot of this. Yeah. Oh, fuck. Wait, time out. Dude, I'm an idiot. As Winter Splinter, this creature, I totally missed a thing. This is super important. We'll reiterate this at the beginning of next session because I'm bad at this. But as he crumbles to the ground, a large green gem about the size of a watermelon, bright green, like think of like a Legend of Zelda kind of gem, pops out of his chest as he crumbles to the ground. And you see this large, glowing, like meteor-like green gem laying right in front of you guys.
I was about to ask you if we see a gem anywhere.
Yeah, that's it. You see that. And so I'm going to leave it at that. We'll pick up the next session with if you want to touch the gem, inspect the gem, leave it. But you do see as the big tree creature dropped to the ground, his almost chest cavity just sort of disintegrated, exposing on the ground this watermelon-sized glowing green gem.
Thoradin doesn't want to touch it.
And Decker does actually reach into his pack. After this thing dies, he slaps his crossbow on his back, pulls out a bottle of Red Dragon Crush, takes a swig, and passes it to Thoradin.
Ah, you're breaking out the good stuff, lad. Don't mind if I do.
Jennifer goes straight for the gem, both hands out.
Ah, easy there, little one. That's not for you.
I hope you guys had fun tonight. This was good. I planned a lot. There was a lot of things I had to tie in together tonight, but you guys killed it. It was awesome.
What is your... Are you... I don't want to say impressed, but how do you feel this went from getting to the winery to this? Like, as it relates to your overall plans? Like, did we surprise you, or did we do it like how you expected us to have done
You
it?
surprised me a lot at the winery. A lot at the winery. There was many different ways that could have went. But this part was, if you were gonna do this, went kind of. I mean, this was pretty linear. This part, like it was either you either came here or you didn't. And if you came here, it was either you fought and died, or you did what you did. And but there's still. We're not leaving here yet, so I don't want to spoil anything. And some of you know more than others about what's around this area. I'm not going to say who. So we're going to pick up right from here. And if you guys want to leave, that's fine. Or there might be more to do here.
All right.
Cool.
Good job, team.
Yeah, it was a great job. Level 7. Everybody can level up for the next session. The next session, Ponch and I actually have like a thing going on with some of our friends. So on the 1st of September. So maybe we might want to plan the Monday or Wednesday of that week if you guys are cool with it.
I'll check my schedule.
Should be
Works
fine
for me.
Yeah, it should be good. I'll check my schedule.
All right.
Yeah, same.
And get it. Cool.
Want to thank our
And-
viewers. We couldn't do it without you guys.